Hey guys! Welcome to Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. This is a very long time coming game because if you've been on my channel I think Hatoful Boyfriend was the second game I ever played on my channel. And I've had people be like, when are you going to play Holiday Star? When are you going to play Holiday Star? And I was like, fair enough. That's a good question. I don't know why I've put it on for so long. I've owned it, like, since I owned the first game. I don't know. But now, here we are. Hatoful Boyfriend, Holiday Star. What, like, a year, 2 years later? I'm crazy for that, and I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. But I also really was just like, it's December, it's the holiday season, so what better time to play Holiday Star? I just finished Life is Strange Double Exposure. It gives me the perfect time frame and opportunity to play this. I have no idea if this is gonna be like the same, like if there's routes like in the original one, or like I have no idea. I've kept myself very in the dark for this game, besides the fact that I do not think I'm gonna finish like everything today. This is probably gonna be at least 2 or 3 videos, I'm gonna guess. But knowing me, it might take longer. So we're just gonna go until I'm not feeling it anymore today. So new game. Oh, what are these? Story. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is also gonna be a lot of me reading, so I have my water bottle. I have willpower. We'll see. When I played Hatoful Boyfriend, I really tried to do, like, different voices for all the characters, and I don't know how hard I'm gonna try this time, because it is so much reading. But we'll see. I also want to say that I do not remember everything that happened in Hatoful Boyfriend. I did, like, read a summary, like, yesterday or the day before, just to kind of refresh myself, but it's a long game with a lot of reading and, like, a lot of stuff going on. So forgive me if there are things that, like, I don't pick up, or anything like that. I can't, okay? I can't. Okay. The Christmas Thieves attack. A brutal team of thieves here to steal the city's beloved Christmas trees. Oh, do I click in, or? We thought they were just an urban legend, until now. They're after the tree, and that rhymes with T, which stands for trouble, right here in Little Dove Hachiman City. Christmas trees disappearing. A dark shadow wriggling just out of sight. Can our faithful heroes from St. Pigeonations put an end to this mystery before it puts an end to them? Please enter your name. You got it. I can't spell. Will it let me? Oh, it does. Is October Magnus okay? Yeah, because last name, then first name. Yeah. God, that sound is so, like... Oh my god, it brings me back. I love it. Yes. Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy to be back in the Hatoful Boyfriend universe. It's Rabu. Hey, Ryota. What time you got? It's almost 6. You're not running late, are you? It's already dark out. Tell me about it. We were all talking about the nice autumn leaves and all just a few days back, and now I'm darned if it ain't winter. Kenzaburo, right. Christmas, even, is just a few days away. Swift indeed is the passage of time. Well, I'd better be heading back. Azami'll be getting out of work soon. Be careful, Mr. Rabu. There are all kinds of hooligans out and about at this time of night. No sweat. Worst comes to worst, I can count on Azami to save me. Are you sure you're not relying on her a little too much? We put up our Christmas tree today. Please, have a look at it as you leave. You did? I never saw it on my way in. I'll have to get a real good look at it to make it up. Mr. Urushihara, right, I was reading that right, and I put a lot of time into decorating it. I hope you like it. You bet I will. See y'all around. December certainly does feel like the end of the year. I wonder how much busier it will be at this time next year. You are a sophomore, correct? Have you been thinking about your plans for after graduation already? No, not really. I just want to make sure I can take care of my mother. Worries are an important part of youth as well. And sometimes problems will simply disappear as you try to solve them. You never know. Mr. Urushihara, could I ask you for some advice? I've had a lot on my mind. But of course, I am more than happy to provide whatever assistance I... Uh-oh. That came from out front. I believe it did. Let us go see what has happened. It's pitch dark outside. It's hard to see anything, even with the light from the cafe door. What on earth? A Lutino budgerigar? Budgerigar? I don't know! Is collapsed on the sidewalk. Just a budgie, right? Mr. Rabu, are you alright? Have you been injured? Oh, it's Rabu. I let my guard down. They got me from behind. They got you? Do you need an ambulance? It must have been some birdie settling a grudge from your biker gang days. No, that's not it. There. The legendary Christmas thieves come to our town. Oh my god, we're back in the school! Oh my god. Hell yes! Okay, the legendary Christmas thieves? What's that? A new TV show? No, they're real. They're out in the streets right now, spreading misery and destruction. They've been coming up on the news a lot, too. Haven't you seen the headlines? The Christmas tree thieves invade Little Dove Hachiman City at last. No, this is the first I've heard of them. I think. Forget the thieves. This is the first time I've heard the name of this town. I guess it just never comes up in conversation or anything. The more you know. Do they show up every year at this time? I don't remember hearing about them last year. This is the first time they've come here. I don't know too much either, but apparently they move around each year. I worked at Mr. Urushihara's shop, Torimi Cafe, during the summer. The job was only until August, but apparently he decided he could use help for December as well. The wilderness gets very cold this time of year, making it dangerous to come home late, so I left it to Ryota this time. That and I need time to study. And it sounds like Torimi Cafe is the mysterious thieves' latest victim. This smacks of drama, excitement, and adventure. Oh shit. I have checked! What was that for? Just getting the feel for it. There's been an incident, right? I need to make sure my finger pointing is sufficiently dramatic for when I need to use it. Eh? Please don't go around pointing and shouting at stuff. You'll give me a heart attack. Tell me, who's the victim? And the suspect? The victim is Mr. Rabu. He was attacked from behind while texting a picture of Mr. Urushihara's Christmas tree to Azumi. And when we found him, the tree was gone. Hold on! What was that for? What do you mean the tree was gone? Please don't shout everything. You can just ask. Sorry, I got excited. Teehee. Jeez. Well, stealing the tree definitely implicates the Christmas thieves. They must be wandering the town stealing any trees they see.
It's horrible. Mr. Arushihara and I worked really hard to decorate that tree, too. And now all the customers who are looking forward to seeing it will be disappointed.
Monstrous. How could they steal Mr. Arushihara's incredibly classy hand-decorated tree? Let's look for the thieves. Christmas is at the weekend. They must still be in town.
I wonder. They probably are still prowling around here looking for trees. Yes, I want to get Mr. Arushihara's tree back anyway. Let's find them, Magnus. We can start today.
Please be Sakuya, please be Sakuya, please be Sakuya. He's still my favorite. Well, besides OKOSAN, okay? Is it too much to pray that we just get a whole game of OKOSAN? Anyways, I hope it's well, it can't be OKOSAN, but I hope it's Sakuya. You two are awfully loud today. Can you not grant the rest of us a little peace and quiet? Oh, yes. Oh, Sakuya, listen. They've appeared. The white demons stand poised to shatter the silence of that most holy night.
You can't just go around giving things nicknames like a certain someone next door, Magnus. Christmas trees are being stolen all around town, Sakuya. Maybe you've already heard?
Ah, you must be referring to that drivel the local rag devoted an entire page to. Disgusting. Is there not more important news to be run now, of all seasons? How telling is it that so much attention is devoted to such foolishness? You don't like Christmas, Sakuya? What? From where do you think I hail, plebeian? France, right?
Oh, of course. Christmas probably means a lot more to you than to us Japanese people.
The council room is already decorated with a most fabulous tree. A la Belle overlooks nothing. A la Belle, sorry. I forgot that his name is Sakuya La Belle. Okay. I have even deigned to place it near the window so that the masses may gaze up at it in awe and wonder. Be grateful. He who does not celebrate Christmas is no true bird. That is the importance Christmas holds for us. In other words, Sakuya gets extra jolly this time of year. Better take notes.
Trees are being stolen from in front of shops and on the sidewalk and other easily visible places, so you should probably be careful too, Sakuya. Don't let it get stolen.
Do not place me on the same level as you, or Sir! With your infantile understanding of private security. Did I not say I overlook nothing? I know not who this villain may be, but he shall step not 1 centimeter within my territory. The council room's security is flawless, I tell you. Flawless! Sakuya, we call that sort of line a flag here in Japan. Let's start our investigation by asking people around town, Ryota.
Good idea.
Let us know if you hear anything new or get robbed, Sakuya. Let us know if you get robbed. How many times must I tell you? My tree will not be stolen. Hey, so you say. Oh. Upon leaving the building, Ryota and I are greeted by the sight of OKOSAN. Oh my god, back-to-back banger characters. Oh, it's the best day ever. Oh, he's prancing about on the track. Just what I love to see. Prancing, or maybe skipping? I'm not sure. At any rate, he appears to be in pointlessly high spirits. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Coo-hoo-hoo-coo!
You're in a good mood today, San.
Did something good happen? It's Christmas! Christmas is almost here! What? Another Christmas fiend? Is there something about Christmas that wakes the ancestral jollity inside a dove's heart? Everything is sparkly on Christmas. OKOSAN is excited. And everything smells like delicious food. OKOSAN is very excited. Western pastry shops always look so tempting this time of year.
You spend a lot of time in department stores, right, San? Have you heard anything about the Christmas thieves?
Who? Villains out to steal OKOSAN's delicious grub? Villains out to steal pretty Christmas trees. Christmas trees, yes! OKOSAN knows about them. The trees are at OKOSAN's favorite high society seagull department store disappeared. High society seagull department store? Do you know where that is, Ryota?
Yeah, I've worked at the samples table there. I'll show you the way.
Here we come, high society seagull department store. It's such a mouthful, dude. I love it. Department stores always feel a little unrealistic. A little decadent, maybe. It makes it so hard to go in.
They're okay, really. Just don't think about that, and it'll be fine.
He read my mind?
More importantly, we need to ask a clerk about the thefts.
Right. Excuse me.
Yes, may I help you?
Do you know where you are, young lady? This is the High Society Seagull Department Store, right?
That is correct. The High Society Seagull Department Store. Say it once more.
The High Society Seagull Department Store.
Good.
This store is of high society, by high society, and for high society. It is no place for obviously low society humans. Please leave. I object! This is blatant speciesism. I hope you're ready to swallow your words or defend them with steel, cretin. Draw, man, draw before I stick you like a rotisserie chicken.
Calm down, Magnus. Getting into a fight won't do us any good. Please don't act like San.
And just what does OKOSAN have that makes him so much more high society than me?
Please, we just want to ask you a question. We'll leave right away. Did the Christmas thieves really break into this store?
They did not break into the store, no. They were not allowed in. However, as you know, the store faces onto the street. The 3 Christmas trees we had arranged outside were stolen. Trees placed outside, just like at Tarimi Cafe.
Yeah, looks like they really are aiming for easy targets first.
They seem to be quite crafty. I think this might get difficult, Ryota. Ah, I can feel the thrill of the chase. My hunter-gatherer blood boils.
Right on time. I knew it was a good idea to ask you along.
The stolen trees were of little value. We have already sent away for new ones.
Do you think you could wait a little before setting them up? The thieves might come back.
True, but Christmas is almost here. If not now, when would we put them out? Christmas trees are just so much rubbish once it's the 26th.
They're not rubbish. You can use them every year. Were there any witnesses?
The trees were in a blind spot between security cameras, so alas, we have nothing. Too busy staring down your own noses to look out the window, were you? I hope I never see you here again, young lady. Well, that was a disappointment. About all we found out is that the thieves aim for trees placed in vulnerable spots outside. Maybe we should leave? Ooh, okay. How do I save? So escape does nothing. Oh! Shoot. How do I save? Oh, I can't save during a choice? That sucks. The more you know, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing more to find here. Let's look somewhere else. Alright, where to next?
The thefts have gotten onto the news. If we ask around, we should find some eyewitnesses.
Sounds good. Oh, shit. What? Huh? Some glass object splinters with a monumental crash behind us as we make for the exit. I turn around and... What the fuck? Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! What are those? They look... a little like doves, but not really. Are they... maybe they are doves? In any case, a pair of bizarre white creatures are bludgeoning themselves against a number of glass Christmas trees and reindeer. What are those? Are they doves?
I'm not sure. I've never seen anything like them.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! The creatures frolic through the Christmas display like fuzzy wrecking balls, leaving behind nothing but broken glass and lost profits. There! The white children! Oh dear, that's no good. You two, where are your parents? Merry Christmas! In any case, I'll have to take you to the employees' lounge. High society does have rules.
Merry Christmas?
The creatures trailed dejectedly after the security guard. What were those?
I can't believe people let their kids run loose like that. I'd love to see the parents' face when they get billed.
I guess Christmas gets everyone pretty excited. Sort of like demons, which rampage during the full moon. Ryota and I spent some time asking around town, but no one had ever caught sight of the thieves. Apparently, trees aren't just being stolen from outside, but from inside houses as well. If we only knew what the culprits looked like. Are we sure it's not the weird creatures, or... Thank you for your efforts.
We searched around where we had the tree, but we couldn't find any clues. I'm sorry, Mr. Urushihara.
You didn't see them either, Mr. Urushihara? Correct. By the time Mr. Kawara and I got outside, the tree was already gone. That said...
Was there something else?
Please, look at this. Mr. Rabu sent it to me a few minutes ago. Mr. Urushihara proffers his cell phone. A smartphone! Fancy. What did I say? It's the creatures. It's a little did I know it would be a feature. A creature feature. Featuring the creature. You mean these shadows are? Mr. Rabu said he took it just before he was rendered unconscious.
Suspicious shadows carrying away the tree. They must be the culprits.
Those silhouettes look awfully familiar. But maybe it's just my imagination. Probably nothing. I wouldn't have gotten this far in the vicious food chain if I worried about little things like that. There are two of them, then.
They're awfully small. Though, it's a little hard to see in this picture.
Mr. Rabu has always been one for strange local phones, so it would seem that the resolution is not particularly high. That does seem like him.
This will help us a lot, Mr. Urushihara. Thank Mr. Rabu for us, too.
How is he doing right now?
Zami is taking care of him.
Rabu always seems a little bit incapable, or like he's in a subtly bad position. Sort of like he's always stuck being a background character. It's not much, but we found a clue. We'll pick up the trail tomorrow morning. Later that evening, at St. Pigeonations. Oh my god, is Sakia's tree gonna get stolen? Salutations, Mr. One. It is rather chilly tonight, isn't it? You're still here. Sakazaki Yuya. Haven't you been instructed to leave with the other students, excepting emergencies? There's a little something going on, actually. Aside from the usual? And what would that be? There have been orders to investigate the Christmas thieves. High priority. That's a string of thieves involving Christmas trees, isn't it? It's not as if they're growing legs and walking away, after all. And it's a little hard to imagine them spontaneously disappearing. And what is a night of sexy and luxurious discussion of sweet holiday love without a sparkling tree? I'm quite happy to take up the job to defend everything the ladies and gentlemen of the town have worked so hard to prepare for this special season. You certainly seem eager enough. It's good to have a little zeal, but don't go letting your guard down just because the case in question is completely idiotic. We never know who may have laid traps for us where. Roger that. I'll carve it into my pigeon heart, Mr. One. I'll go take a look at a few things then. There is a tree here on campus, after all. First I've heard of it. Where's it set up? In the student council room. You can see it from the grounds. Sakia must want to show off with his big, fine, all-natural tree. He doesn't let any birdie touch it. You can always see it in his window. It's really quite childish. Nothing wrong with little vanity while he's still young. To a point, at least. Anyway, I'll go take a look at the council room and then head into town. I'll send my report to HQ later. Adieu. The Christmas Thieves. Sorry, I had to turn down the volume a little bit for me, but now the music's gone. Stealing the town's festivity is hardly an admirable pursuit. I suppose I'll see if I can rustle up any gadgets to give Sakazaki a hand. The council room certainly has gotten some fancy renovations since Sakia arrived. But this is him I'm dealing with. It'll look like sneaking in is going to be hard, but knowing him, he'll have overlooked something obvious. Oh shit. What was that? Bah, this could be bad. I smell explosives. What? It's cold. Oh god, did he die? Dude, Yuya is down. It's cold, really cold. The morning air this time of year is dangerous indeed. Makes my nose hurt. The birds are all in full winter plumage. I wonder if it's like wearing a down comforter everywhere. I wish I had winter plumage. Sadly, my skin is as bare and tender as my heart, so I might as well hurry up and get to school. Huh? There's an awful lot of activity on the grounds today. A crowd of birds is milling around the side of the building. Stay calm, everyone. It may be dangerous, so don't get too close. Let's make sure no birdie gets hurt, all right? Mr. Nanaki, what's happened? Must be bad if you're up and about and wide awake at this time of day. Oh, good morning, October. Well, it looks like the thieves broke in, I suppose. The thieves? Could he mean? That's right, the Christmas thieves. Apparently they broke in last night. It seems they took the tree from the student council room. Nice work, Sakia. Nice flag retrieval. But Sakia looked so self-satisfied when he was talking about his perfect security. What happened? Well, look up. Up? As in, up at the council room? This is incredible. Okay, I do click. The council room's window, or rather its wall, is blasted open. Wow, they're not just thieves now. I bet they had to break at least 5 more laws to pull that off. They certainly do seem to want Christmas trees. They would have been better off just asking him, though. Huh? The tree was placed near that window, right? If they broke in like this, would have destroyed the tree. Ah! I let my gaze drop as I was lost in thought, and I see something white on the ground. It's extremely hard to tell it with it mixed in with the broken glass and bits of plaster, but it looks like some sort of fur. It's not a feather. It looks like something that came off a stuffed animal or maybe some sort of mammal. But I'm the only mammal at the school. This could be a valuable clue. Standing here won't help me find anything out, though. I need to get Sakia to tell me exactly what happened. I might as well check a few other things along the way. Where to first? I'm gonna save here, though, just in case I need it. Okay. And then I'm also gonna put on chapstick, because, oh my god. Once I start talking, just the dryness of the cold air is crazy. Okay, where to first? I don't really know why we'd go to the library, but fuck it, I guess. Ah, it's cold. The library's cold enough to kill someone in the winter.
You're looking pale.
Oh, good. You're here.
Did you expect otherwise?
Yeah, his soul is literally, like, trapped here, but go off. I always come to see you around lunch and after school. I wasn't sure you'd be here this early.
I'm always here. In the morning and the evening. And every time between. Is there a problem?
Of course not. I'm here to see you, after all.
Even though you're clearly uncomfortable in here. You've been shivering since you came in.
It is really cold in here. They don't turn the heating on until later, after all. I think my ears are frozen.
Don't you want to do whatever you came here for quickly and go somewhere warm then?
Yes. Some thieves broke into the building last night. I was wondering if you saw them.
Thieves.
Yep. They came sometime between evening yesterday and morning today. I think. Anyway, they broke into the student council room.
I haven't seen anything. The council room is somewhat removed from here.
Okay.
Sorry. I guess I can't help.
No, don't worry about it. Sorry for bothering you this early, Nageki. Oh. Here, you can have this. It's a disposable pocket warmer. I was going to use it today, but I forgot all about it. Even with your feathers, you shouldn't let yourself get too cold. Use it if you feel chilly.
Alright.
Bye! He doesn't really need it, but, you know. Cold is still cold, even with your winter plumage, after all. Wait. Nageki doesn't seem anywhere near as fluffy as the others, even now. Am I imagining things? Or maybe he's just the slender type. The council room is wrapped in an unusually serious atmosphere. As if a robbery weren't enough, there was even a bombing. Out of those two, the latter is almost certainly the more worrying. Almost certainly? Sure.
Magnus.
Oh, Ryota, good morning. As you can see, Sakia has magnificently recovered the flag he raised the other day. As expected of an aristocrat.
Yeah. That was definitely a first-class flag retrieval. He certainly got me looking at the thefts more seriously.
Now then, on to the crime scene. Oh, shit. Wow. Sakia's flawless security has been completely destroyed. What is this lunacy? Do you mean to tell me that bombing school buildings is common practice in this barbaric land? No, I don't think it is.
I've never seen anything like this before.
This is beyond the pale. Who conceived this wretched plot? Who? Wasn't your security perfect, Sakia? I thought you said it was on a completely new level compared to our primitive concepts.
It was perfect. Around the door, at least.
What kind of rascal blows their way in through the wall? If they're going to break in, why not act with some semblance of decency and come in through the door? Blowing up the window isn't exactly a common way of forcing an entry, but isn't it a little bit of a problem if there's only security on the front door?
Did you see the criminals at all, Sakia?
No. I, too, only learned of this upon arriving this morning. But, look at that. He gestures at the corner by the window. There's a pile of blackened stuff on the floor. What is that? Is it, like, more fur or whatever? Well, wait, is that...
Oh, the Christmas tree. Or what's left of it.
Looks like it got blown up along with the window. I was wondering if something had happened to the tree. It was right next to the window and wall that got blown up, after all. Nothing left but ashes.
They've left a criminal ultimatum next to it.
An ultimatum? They haven't done that before, have they? Let's take a look. Oh, it's probably not the Christmas thieves. We oopsed. We're very sad. The tree went boom. Sorry. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We oopsed. Sorry. We oopsed. We're very sad the tree went boom. Sorry. It's a little lonely, but we're taking Mr. Sparkly Star. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
That's the ultimatum?
It reads more like a kid's note apologizing for breaking Auntie Mildred's antique vase. Those scoundrels. To take the tree topper, the most valuable part, and run. Tree topper?
The star that sits at the very top of the tree.
Oh, so that's what it's called. They destroyed the tree and stole the topper. This is a dreadful affront to my illustrious name. I swear I shall seek them, find them, and impose upon them strict judgments. That would be vigilantism, Sakuya. Japan is a constitutional nation. You can't do that. But it's not as if I don't see where he's coming from. If I spent that much time and effort decorating something just to have someone blow up the room it's standing in, I'd be pretty angry too. Mr. Urushihara's tree stolen, Sakuya's tree reduced to cinders, and the topper stolen. We have to make sure these tragedies don't repeat. But we can't really find the culprits just from this apology, or Christmas card, or ultimatum, or whatever it is.
Let's ask Mr. One if he saw anything. He's on night shift, so he should have been here.
Ah, good plan. Lead us there, October. Stop treating me like your underling, you stained, satin-pantsed prairie chicken.
You two go ahead. I'll stay here and see if I can find any more clues.
See you in a little while, Ryota. Hell yeah, adventure with Sakuya.
It's awfully cold in here. I guess with a hole that large in the wall, I might as well be outside.
Oh my god, it's him.
Dr. Iwamine. I hadn't expected to see you here.
I cannot remember a semblance of the voice I gave for him for some reason. Should I give him a voice? I don't know, I might just do kind of a more generic voice. I came to see the corpse.
What corpse? Where'd you hear there was a corpse?
Oh, no corpse. And here I had my hopes up.
Please don't say that with such a genuinely dejected look on your face.
Well, no matter. It still is quite the fascinating crime scene. I suppose I shall look around. Please, don't mind me. I have no intention of interfering with you. I see no reason to tamper with the evidence. Just yet. Ho ho ho.
Alone with the doctor in a half-collapsed room. I hope I make it out of here alive.
Me too, man. Excuse us. What is this depressing room? It's the maintenance office. Mr. One's night quarters are here too. I think it's comfy. Feels very lived in. Comfy? Let us do whatever we are here for and leave before the poverty and reprehensibility rub off. Mr. One, are you in here? Salutations, mon ami. Did you come to visit me? Yuya. He's sitting at a low tea table. Oh no, the irresponsible and slightly worn out Yuya might be just a bit too attractive. Oh my god. I knew it. A place as disgusting as this is bound to draw disgusting company. And a very fine morning to you too, Sakuya. We came to talk to Mr. One. What brought you here, Yuya? I'm holding down the fort while One is out. Out? Immediately after a break-in? Suspicious indeed. I suggest we apprehend him at the first opportunity. You misunderstand. He's taking care of a few things so our investigation of the theft can go more smoothly. After all, he and I both saw. Yuya and One? You saw the crime in progress? What? We did indeed. It's not easy being a hero of justice. Trouble always seems to come to you. Why did you not notify me immediately? Filthy mongrel. Notify you how? I've been asking for your phone number for months, and you always blow me off. Gah. Did you see the culprits, Yuya? Yes. Fearsome foes, indeed. Stick your beaks too far into this and you could lose them. Don't say I haven't warned you. How like you, mongrel, to cower in this filthy hovel out of fear. I, for my part, shall find these wrongdoers and have my revenge. I, too, swear to retrieve the stolen trees, on my honor as a hunter-gatherer. How brave of you. Let me reward your courage with a little evidence. Yuya picks up one of a number of photographs lined up on the table and holds it out to us. They were already on their way out when I arrived at the scene. Alas, I was unable to keep their trail. But I am a professional, and I couldn't just let them get away. I made sure to capture them on film. These are the culprits. They're so strange. What are these? White things? Oh! See? They shock even a bold lady of hunter-gatherer origin. That's not it, Yuya. I know these creatures. Oh, are they friends of yours? Who are they, and where do they live? Tell me this instant. I don't know who they are exactly. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! It's like if Timmy and Tommy from Animal Crossing were thieves. You two. Where are your parents? Merry Christmas! In any case, I'll have to take you to the employees' lounge. High society does have rules. Merry Christmas. Those are the two things who got scolded by the security guard in the High Society Seagull department store, aren't they? They were caught breaking things in the Christmas section of a department store yesterday and got taken away by security. What in? Looks like they'll go after anything with Christmas on it, though I can sympathize with their enthusiasm for the holy night. We thought they were only going after easy targets, but it looks like once they get a sight of something, they won't rest until it's theirs or destroyed. The entire city is filled with Christmas decorations. We have no way of knowing where they will strike next, and thus no way of ambushing them. Not necessarily. You set up a trap. You set up like the craziest Christmas display ever, and that will lure them to it. That's what I'm saying. We could lure them easily with an extravagant tree in an obvious place, don't you think? They've got guts, but they don't seem particularly intelligent. I agree with Yuya. I think we should try to bait them. Then it's settled. And the best bait would be the finest tree in the city. Right, Sakuya. The finest tree in town. Do you know of a good one, Sakuya? Are you suggesting we use the Labelle family's Christmas tree as a lure, mongrel? Of course. Given how much work he put into the council room tree, he almost certainly has a gorgeous and decadent tree at home. Seems like the best choice. And you aren't about to just let them get away with having burned your other tree, are you? Of course not. Where's your tree set up, Sakuya? In the main salon. It is not visible from outside. It would take a great deal of time and labor to move it outside and redecorate it. I do not think that is a realistic option. We'll have to rely on newspaper ads and word of mouth then. The Labelle family, moved here to Little Dove Hachimen City from France, is displaying its gorgeous Christmas tree to the public, or something. Who said anything about opening the mansion to the public? Why not take the opportunity to show off a little? It's your first Christmas here, after all, and it should help spread the Labelle family's reputation. Come on, Sakuya. Open it up to the whole city. Let every birdie know you have an extravagantly decorated tree at home. The thieves should hear the rumors, and they'll come to see. Then we can catch them. Very well. I shall assist you. Cool. I'll get everything ready for an announcement in the evening papers. Something like, the Labelle family's Christmas tree is open for public viewing tonight. All Christmas enthusiasts welcome. We'll be fine, right? That sounds good. But what kind of super high school student are you to have that much clout with the local newspaper companies? Any male dove would become super for a lady as lovely as yourself, mon ami. I shall be off then. Adieu. Loose-tongued cur. Yuya's laying the bait for us, so... should we work on a plan to catch the thieves at your house, Sakuya? A reasonable suggestion. We shall plan our strategy after school, then. It's still midday, but the wind is cold. At least today was a half day. It would be freezing in here if it were already evening. Why are we having the meeting in here, Sakuya? Is it not obvious? Because this is my domain. Your domain? Though despoiled? Scum! Do you mock me? There is no despoiled in the dictionary of labels. Whatever. Let's just make our plan already. Sakuya's unexpectedly good at getting off topic. They used explosives here. How do you think they'll attack the mansion? They might pretend to be normal guests and sneak in the front entrance. They might, yes. But their goal is the tree, so even if they get inside, they will not be able to remove the tree. Yuya's photograph showed them to be quite small, so there's no way the two of them could carry it out. How could they get it outside then? I think they would need some sort of heavy machinery. So you think they'll show up in a truck or something? Any suspicious vehicle approaching the mansion will be neutralized immediately. So, we need to have guards watching in all directions for any sort of truck or crane. The mansion opens at 7. Should we be there this evening too? Yes. That should help things go most smoothly. I'll see you two there then. We need to catch these thieves before Christmas itself arrives. I still have some time before I need to go to Sakuya's house. Not quite enough time to go home myself. What should I do? Maybe I should go pick up some sort of weapon in town. Didn't Angel say something about one of the old shops in town starting to stock Excalibur? Maybe I should go there. A familiar figure emerges from the chemistry lab. Doctor? Ah, if it isn't Miss October. You are done with classes for the day, yes? What business have you here? I was just heading home. What about you, sir? He appears to be trying to hide the large rack of test tubes he's carrying. I was doing some tests to confirm some things. To think that I would only get access to these samples now. It is simply unreasonable. He looks genuinely displeased. Has he ever been this openly emotional before? Maybe the tests went badly? Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but cheer up, sir. I'm sure something good will come of it. Something good? That is the last thing I want. And with that blunt remark, he heads off towards the infirmary. I wish I could share some of my cheerfulness with him. I have so much I could brush my teeth with it. Tell me, Miss October. Yes, sir? He stops and turns around. Do you have any food allergies? Allergies? Like to peanuts or fish? To soybeans, for instance. No, I don't. I don't think I do, at least. Is that so? He walks away, a self-satisfied expression on his face. You need to explain why you're asking, sir. If you just walk away looking pleased like that, you'll get reported. Yeah, what does soybeans gotta do with anything? Oh my god, isn't that the type of bird Angel is? Are we gonna see Angel? Sakuya's Christmas tree will open for display in just a few minutes. Staff birds walk busily about the mansion. In the center of the grand salon. That must be the tree. Such a vast presence, even in a room this large. Large? Oh, sorry, I thought it did it for... Oh my god. It certainly would be difficult to carry it away by hand. There appears to be quite a crowd gathered outside already. Apparently, there are plainclothes security officers scattered throughout the line.
There are, of course, a great number of security personnel within the mansion as well.
Have no worry, have no fear. The classy, reliable Gull Guard is here. Ah, the Gull Guard, stern when necessary, an iron hand masked in a velvet glove. I feel safer already.
Your house really is huge, Sakuya. Isn't it tough to clean?
I cannot comprehend your question. Why should I worry over such things when I have servants? You didn't even know how to use a mop until just recently, after all.
That sort of foolery is for commoners. It has nothing to do with a noble such as myself.
Aw, what a waste.
You have the makings of a domestic genius, Sakuya. Yeah. You were way more help at the end of the year cleanup than any of us expected.
Sakuya appears troubled, no doubt unsure if he should take that as praise or an insult.
In any case, I have deigned to reveal my magnificent Christmas tree before the eyes of beggars and plebs. Are you sure the thieves will come?
I think that depends on them.
Yuya did a good job of getting the word out. I think we can safely say they know about it.
I have deployed elite bodyguards in the employ of the LaBelle family throughout the entire area. The thieves will be captured within 2 seconds of arrival.
Ooh, a butler. Master Sakuya.
What is it, Albert?
A letter has arrived, sir. Here it is, sir.
Ha ha ha! What does it say, Sakuya?
They've got guts. It is a lecture announcing their nefarious intent.
A letter, I mean.
It says they're coming? May I see?
Sakuya hands the letter to Ryota. It says... We want the big tree. Merry Christmas. ... This, I guess it's a letter of intent?
An awfully cute one. It might almost be a Christmas card, or a letter to Santa.
They want the tree, and expect us to hand it over. If they want it, they can come and claim it. Merry Christmas. They say they won't give it... to us.
Merry Christmas. They say if we want it, we should come and take it.
I was gonna say, are they here? Oh my god. Sakuya, behind you! He's right behind me, isn't he? Merry Christmas! It's time for Plan B! There! It's them, Sakuya, the Christmas thieves!
What?
After them! Seize them! Have you not holes for eyes, you confounded gull? How did they get this far?
Were they hoping to get the tree just by asking nicely?
I guess so. It's no good, Sakuya. I tried my best to catch them too, but they got away. I've received no word from the security teams either. It would appear they have escaped. What a dreadful waste of an opportunity.
They said something about a plan B before they left, right? I don't think they've given up yet. We'd better stay on guard.
I am well aware. Let us return to the mansion. Ah, it's cold. And the thieves haven't shown up yet either. It's almost midnight already. Maybe they've gone home for the day and are all snug and cozy under a kotatsu. Wah, I want to be under a kotatsu. I've prepared some ginger tea for you, miss. Please. Oh, the butler. Thank you so much. I always thought black butlers know just what you need. Indeed, miss. What word from outside? Nothing to report? Scheduled check-ins from all teams are on time, master. Nothing to report. Have those cowards given up already?
It's way too late for us to be up and about. I wish they'd just tell us if they're not coming.
What was that noise? Enemy armor in the northwest sector. We're under attack! Sakuya, Ryota, let's go. The nighttime streets are filled with sudden activity. That guard mentioned armor, right? Which means they brought some sort of vehicle, like a truck or something. It matters not. My elite Labelle security will have them neutralized in a matter of seconds. Report, Master Sakuya. The Labelle security forces were neutralized in seconds. You see, this is what happens to those who stand against the Labelle family. Ha ha ha. Sakuya, wait, that's not what he said. He said were, not have. What? Indeed, sir. This noise. Something's coming. Look at that. What the fuck? Where did they get that? Where did they get a tank? It's the Christmas thieves in a tank. Wow! They weren't bringing just a truck. This is way more than I expected. Merry Christmas! We're stealing the tree. We're stealing the tree. Oh, shit. Gah, what do we do? It's headed right to... They brought live ammunition? Stop, stop! What sort of demons would damage my beautiful mansion? There's still birds inside. I'll go get them out of there. They blew up the council room without a second thought. At this rate, your house is gonna end up looking like mine. I cannot have that! We need to stop them. What can I do? I need to stop the thief's tank. Ooh, I should save. Ooh. Fist of the Teenage Girl. Mailbox attack. Let's do mailbox attack. Fuck it. I need some sort of weapon. That will work. Forgive me, Japanese Post Holdings Company Ltd. I will apologize properly later. I uproot a nearby post box and take aim at the advancing tank. Take this. Unusually heavy post box stuffed with the burgeoning vastness of New Year's and Christmas greeting cards. Nothing. It did nothing at all. I'm sorry, Sakuya. I've never tried to hunt an animal made of metal before, so I don't know where its weak points are. Even my elite guards were no match for it. There is nothing a bird or a human can do to that thing. A sharp crack echoes through the night. And the tank stops? Non. A gentleman dove must never give up so easily, Sakuya. The man's got a gun. What? Yuya. This music's good. And you've kept a lady up this late. Never mind the thieves. You're the real villain here. Please forgive him, mon ami. Oh no, it's fine. I wasn't able to do anything anyway. You rascal. What is that thing? What kind of high school student has one of those? This? It's an anti-material rifle. A must-have item for young men in Japan these days. Do not mock me with jests. But Sakuya, even I have a broad axe. Of course a fashionable young man like Yuya is gonna have an assault rifle or two. Precisely. I hope you've learned something about Japanese culture today, Sakuya. Japan truly is a complicated and confusing place. Yuya, look out! It's still moving. It would seem so. Alas, I was hoping to have some things cleared up and be walking the sweet lady home by now. Don't lay a finger on October, lecherous cur. She is my underling. Since when? A lady never likes a man who tries to monopolize her, Sakuya. Don't bend my words. I had no such thing in mind. Ha! You sure? Anyway, it's time to end this. Adieu, mysterious thieving duo.
it stopped.
Nice job, Yuya. You're acting straight up cool for once.
Why, thank you, mon ami. I am honored by your words. Merry Christmas.
Connect this with this. Stick that there. We fixed it! We fixed it! Yay!
It's not dead yet.
Oh dear. I had thought I immobilized it.
Have you no other plan, Cur?
I am not prepared any more ordnance, no. It seems I have met my match. Forget preparations. Would a super student like you really give up this easily? I'm not done yet, mon ami. That said, those two possess an unusual degree of...
Magnus, look out!
Eek!
Magnus, are you hurt?
I'm fine. Yuya, wait, your tail. Your tail is burnt. It smells delicious. All that matters is that you're safe. A little burn like this is just another medal of bravery.
Sakazaki, you fool! Don't go raising flags here. Come on, we'll withdraw.
You seem to be having difficulties. Who'd have expected him to show up here?
Dr. Iwamine.
Why are you here? I took the liberty of examining the council room this morning. I find this case rather interesting. I could help you out, if you like. Of course, if you don't need my assistance, I will leave. I do have other things to be doing, after all. I can't really see his face in the darkness, but he sounds even more uninterested than usual. Maybe he's in a bad mood again. But not even the doctor would bluff about something like this, right? I think you will find me more reliable than the singed and self-confident dove at your side. What a sharp tongue you have, Doctor.
Please, Dr. Iwamine, if you have some way of stopping those thieves, please help us. I had hoped to take them alive, but at this point I won't object if you decide to obliterate them entirely.
Sakuya, no! They're doing bad things, but I could never live with myself if I let you kill something that adorable. I have no intention of killing them, Miss October. Yes. The doctor tosses a ball. Or rather, a sort of oblong metallic lump to me. Throw it at the tank. You should be able to lend it enough force to rupture the casing. Ah. Ooh. It's a grenade! Leave it to me, sir. Hi-ya! Holy shit. Look, I did it! Hole in one. Well done. You have a good throwing arm.
But what did that do? There was no great explosion.
Is it like sleeping gas or something? A tear gas bomb, right? Huh? The tank is swathed in some sort of gas?
What? Doctor, we must withdraw. We'll be affected too and won't be able to secure the thieves.
Can you stand, Yuya? We need to get... The gas is spreading throughout the entire area. We need to get back to the mansion and send out guards with gas masks. The gas has no effect on us, anyway. Huh?
Sniff. Achoo. Sniff. Sniff.
The tank hatch opens, and the two white creatures stagger out. Aw, they look terrible. Finding an allergen specific to them was quite simple. I found plenty of samples to work with in the council room, after all. They are currently experiencing symptoms similar to those exhibited by people suffering from pollen allergies. The allergen in this case is soybean flour. Mr. Sakazaki had already created a number of holes in the body of the tank, so it diffused in quite beautifully. I am pleased to see it worked. How kind of you to give me some credit. despite my miserable failure. I hadn't expected that from you. You're an exemplary teacher. Thank you, Mr. Sakazaki. You flatter me. Sir, how did you know so much about these previously unidentified creatures? He probably created them, didn't he? Looks like he's still in a bad mood. He's staring off into space. Were the tests he was doing this afternoon for this? If so, it was an undeniable success. Shouldn't he be happy? Anyway, they're ours now. Tie them up. God, these pictures are so good. I love it. And so our freezing midnight war came to an end, of sorts. Accept your fate, Christmas thieves. You've nowhere left to run. Now identify yourselves. Merry Christmas. You won't get to go home any quicker by looking sad. What are your names? Miru. Kaku. Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku. That's all? Why did you two do all this? Quite frankly, I don't give a hoot about Christmas, and as far as I'm concerned, it's just so much capitalist, commercialized rubbish. But there are plenty of birds who really care about it. It's not nice to ruin their fun. Merry Christmas. Christmas is all Miru and Kaku have. Christmas is ingrained into Miru and Kaku's very instincts. They told Miru and Kaku they were never meant to be born. No one was to give them life. But they were born. On Christmas Eve. Because they weren't meant to be born, they had to be removed. So Miru and Kaku were abandoned. Miru and Kaku aren't real. Miru and Kaku are alive. But Miru and Kaku are different. So Miru and Kaku couldn't be put outside. But Miru and Kaku couldn't stay. So Miru and Kaku were going to be burned. So Miru and Kaku said goodbye. Miru and Kaku said goodbye to their home. I thought they looked more like some sort of strange mammals than like birds, but I never would have guessed they had a backstory like that. It's too cruel, Doctor. To create pitiful hybrid beings in your mad scientist experiments and then try to kill them. Maybe you felt your creation violated the laws of nature. But artificial creatures are still alive, just like us. They have the right to... Please, do not misunderstand. I'm not responsible for their creation. What? He's not? I thought I was being clever, but I think I've made a terrible mistake. Miru and Kaku's daddy was a merry daddy. He liked parties. Daddy celebrated all through December, especially Christmas. They look excited to the point of getting their memories mixed up. It is a story from long ago. An accident in a certain lab caused the birth of 2 hybrid life forms. None of the researchers had expected their creation. At first, the new life forms were hoped to hold great scientific value, but they soon proved to be almost identical to existing birds. Once the investigation was complete, they were to be disposed of. There was one researcher who acted irresponsibly. The researcher was charged with taking care of them. May I ask what you intend to do with them? Do you need to ask? They will be tried in the court of law, naturally. But they're unidentified creatures, born of the excess of modern science. Can they even have trials? The law only covers humans and birds. Even if they look like birds, I don't think they can. So then, they do not have the right to be tried by law. All they can do is wait to be called. Ah, shit, that scared me. I object! They may have done some bad things, but no birdie was badly injured. The worst was Yuya's burn. We can't just kill them. I have a proposal, Mr. Shirogane. Yes, Dr. Iwamine. Shall I take them? You would? We can't, Sakuya. Giving them to him is sending them to a fate worse than death, no matter how you look at it. Please, do not be so agitated. I have no intention of harming them. Just yet. In other words, you probably will later. If you're willing to take them in, sir, I have no objections. Be respectful towards Dr. Uemine, you two rapscallions. Merry Christmas! Make sure to tell us where you hid Mr. Urushihara's Christmas tree, okay? Merry Christmas! And so, with the help of Dr. Uemine and Yuya, we captured the Christmas thieves Miru and Takaku. No one need fear for their decorations again. But why was the doctor so happy to help? He didn't even ask for compensation. Normally, he would have asked for something. That will be one leg, please. Maybe it was his idea of a Christmas present? Oh, 3 a.m. already? That's way too late. We got them to tell us where the stolen trees are, so I should go home to eat udon and sleep. Sounds awesome. Miru, Kaku, you still have your caretaker rings from the lab, yes? Caretaker, look! Let me see. Ryuji, you. Ugh, you never did leave anything behind but trouble. Mr. Urushihara, we got your Christmas tree back. Oh my, thank you. It really is calming to look at, isn't it? I'm so glad yours is intact. Sakia's was completely incinerated. At least the big tree Sakia had at home was saved. I guess that's some sort of consolation. And that's the end of the investigation. I'm looking forward to working here over the break. But of course, I am pleased to have you. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I've got the rest of the trees back to their owners, and now I'm feeling cheerful. Christmas only comes once a year, so I want to spend it having fun with every birdie. Winter break starts tomorrow, too. I'm excited just thinking about it. What happened to Miru and Kaku, anyway? Did the doctor take them to his house? That seems pretty cute. Dr. Uemine living with the seasonal mascot characters. No, it's too surreal. I can't imagine it. I do wonder, though. I think I'll ask the doctor before break starts. Excuse... Oh my god, it's all decorated. The infirmary's transformed. Sir, what happened? Are you actually even more enthusiastic about Christmas than Sakuya? I have no fondness for superstition. Have I not mentioned before? The doctor's transformed too. Maybe it's protective camouflage? Sir, what happened to you? Don't tell me you finally got that lobotomy. Oh my god. They always give me another as soon as I'm taking it off. Oh my god. It is easier to work if I leave it on. They? So Miru and Kaku are... Merry Christmas! They're here. You're keeping them in here, sir? Yes, they would only get in the way at my house. Not that they don't get in the way here. Grumpy as usual. He seems to be putting up with them so far, but he hardly looks happy about it. I wouldn't count on their heads staying attached for much longer. They should calm down after the new year. They are mostly excited by Christmas, after all. You don't think you're pushing yourself too hard, sir? What do you mean? Maybe I'm imagining it, but... You don't quite look like you mean it, sir. It is your imagination. It is tiring to have them in here all the time. Perhaps I should make a hutch for them outside. It doesn't look like he's using them for research. What is he thinking? He's treating them awfully nice, though. I've never seen him act that nice. Maybe he likes cute animals. I'm going home now, Doctor. Thank you for everything this year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you. Merry Christmas! Christmas Thieves attack! Get to the end of the first episode. Let me see. stuff in the gallery. It's just the, like, notes and stuff so far, it looks like. I love this so much. We oopsed. We're very sad. The tree went boom. Sorry. Oh my god, that's so funny. So, it said first episode, and I did see, like, when you start new game, it has the thing. So, I'm wondering, does each episode have one ending? Or is it different endings in each episode? I'm gonna look that up quick, because I kind of don't want to move on to the next episode if there's more to see in the one we just did. Okay, so it looks like just for the first episode, it is only that one ending, but because I fucked up and I, accidentally chose to leave the store right away, there are 2 scenes that you can get. You can talk to Kazuaki and, another scene with Ryota. So, I'm gonna do new game and select this and skip to that. Okay, here we are. We're gonna do the furniture section first. Apparently, I can't, unfortunately, do both. Like, you can't do the furniture section and then the clothing section. You just meet the Dove twins after each. So let's just do this one first. Wow, what a bed. I'm not sure this would even fit inside my house. Just what kind of mansions does the high society live in? There are humidifiers, hot water bottles, and other thermal frivolities lined up nearby. Winter goods are awfully fancy. Maybe I should indulge in something. A bonfire alone just doesn't say decadent.
Hey, Magnus. Look over there.
A disturbingly familiar quail is fast asleep on a display bed. Sir, you can't just crash in a department store. You're a grown-up now. You need to take care of yourself. Ah. Oh, if it isn't October. And Kawara. What is it? Did you want to talk about career plans?
Are you fully awake, sir? We're not at school.
Oh. Good heavens. So we aren't. You might have been here until closing time if we hadn't happened by. Oh, yes. It's been so cold recently. I was thinking maybe I should buy a new bed. It does get very chilly after dark. Make sure not to catch cold, you two. Mr. Nanaki crawls out of the bed and wobbles off towards the table covered in wool blankets of various dimensions.
Blankets.
I bet my Casio Mini he'll fall asleep on that too. There's nothing more to find here. Let's look somewhere else. Oh, I can? That's gotten onto the news. Or is this the same? Okay, yeah. So that's all I can see here. So I am going to just go back to title and do this because it'll be much quicker than going through literally everything else. So I'll see you in a second. All right, let's do the clothing section. All these pretty clothes make me feel out of face.
It's out of place, not face.
He did it again. Can birds even wear clothes like these? Are they just for decoration? Question mark? Shops are always so pretty this time of year. I feel like I'm looking into a different world.
They do look a little unreal. Do you like Christmas, Magnus?
My family's Shin Buddhist, so I've never really celebrated it, but I do like it when every birdie's all festive.
I'm not exactly Christian, but I like the atmosphere too. Actually, I don't think that many people celebrate it for religious reasons anymore. There's all kinds of work this time of year too. I always end up really busy.
You dress up as Santa, right?
Yup.
With a mini skirt?
Yup.
Why does Ryota get all the female main character jobs? That must be fun. I'd like to try doing something cute and high school girlish like that sometime too.
I'm not sure how costumes are high school girlish, but I could refer you. We could go together next year.
Cosplaying as Santa right before junior year exams. Just thinking about it makes my heart flutter. Okay. Also, the only other thing to choose is the other attack. Instead of the mailbox attack, do Fist of the Teenage Girl. Not important, but I want to see it regardless. So I will see you in a moment just to see what that does. Alright, let's see it. Fist of the teenage girl. I clench my fists and assume the stance. The enemy is straight ahead. They cannot dodge. I can feel the strength of Gaia beneath me. My love, my life, I place in this hand. I make my declaration here. The Empress arrives. Take this. A mobile fist of the irrational teenage girl. Nothing. Did nothing at all. Okay, so that's good. That's the same. I just wanted to see what it was. Kind of wish I had picked that. That's better than the mailbox one. But I am going back to the title. And then also I did see radio. It's like a radio show? The how and why of St. Pigeonations. I might as well do one of these too. Fuck it. The how and why of St. Pigeonations. Question box. Also, I'm not doing voices for this. Hi, everybody. I'm Kaora Ryota, a rock dove from 2-3. I seem to be in charge of the question corner. I think you all can tell what we're doing here just from the name, but since it's the first time, I'll explain. Just the how and why question box. I'll be answering letters you've all sent in. Not just questions, though. Looks like we'll be doing shout-outs, random asides, all sorts of things. It'll be pretty relaxed. Bear with us. Because this is the first time I've made sure to pick things which don't spoil any of the BBL route from the full version. If you haven't finished yet, spoiler landmines can be scary. But don't worry, there won't be any of those here. Let's get started then. Now, for our very first letter, one from A Viewfile. This is a historic moment, everybody. If you get married to Hiyoko, you'll be the one wearing the wedding dress, right, Ryota? Right? You seem awfully sure about this. Actually, Hiyoko told me a little bit about her dream wedding a long time ago. She said she wanted a bungee jump wedding. I can't remember where, but apparently there's a place where you can have the entire ceremony while oscillating several meters above the ground. If she still wants to have a bungee wedding, a dress would be risky for either of us. It would be nice if we could wear our street clothes. Anyway, next letter. This one is from Miss Bird Love. Let's see. Did birds' lifespans change at all when they were ascended? I don't know what life expectancies were like before, but some have increased over the past 100 years or so. Larger parrots and things were always long-lived, and so didn't change much. But smaller birds, like quails and things, live several times as long now. Doves still have much shorter lives than humans, though. That's just how it is. Oh, sorry. We're getting gloomy already. Let me change course a little. Let's regroup and move on to the next letter. This is from Kanako Mikan. To Hiyoko, nice to meet you. I've lost my heart to your wild lifestyle. Being a hunter-gatherer must be hard in a lot of ways. Also, if you're not aware, the Hiyoko is like the default name, if you saw, of like the main character, so yeah. Have you ever had trouble with some particular animal or had to live through something really difficult? I was told to answer anything for Hiyoko as best as I could. Hiyoko's really something. She's been wild and rugged ever since we were very young. I've always admired her, too. She never really complains, so I'm not sure I know of anything that's really given her trouble. The one thing I can think of would be the time her den got hijacked. Once, her house got invaded by a bunch of jackals while she was at school. It looked really tough. As long as there are living creatures, there will always be turf wars. She said the fight with the boss jackal lent an entirely new meaning to the phrase domestic violence, so maybe that's a good example of quarry which gave her trouble as well. Then again, in the end they reconciled, and she was welcomed into the jackal tribe as a brother, so maybe it was more like a pair of Yankees having a sunset fistfight on the riverbank than a hunter and her prey. The next letter is addressed to Nageki. From one Hatoful Charis? What do you wish for on Tanabata? I always felt sad not seeing your card. I think we should have him answer this himself. Nageki! Nageki, are you here? What? Oh good, I was worried I'd have to call you on the announcer. Is that microphone on? Yep, we're on the air right now. Oh, wait, don't leave yet. No, I don't want to be recorded. Just answer one question. Please? Fine. But once I've answered, I'm leaving. Thank you. The letter was asking if you make wishes on Tanabata. I'd like to know what you wish for, too. I don't. Wishes are for superstitious children. Dr. Iwamine always makes one. Oh. Did you make them when you were younger? Yes. What sort of things did you wish for back then? Nothing. Nothing special. Things like, I hope my family stays happy. Harmless things like that. I'm always hoping for the same thing. I know how it is. Are we done? I'm leaving. Oh, yes. Sorry for holding you up. See you. Right. He really cares about his family. I wonder what they're like. They must all be quiet, calm birds like him. The next question is for San. It isn't signed. It's a little long, but I try to read it in one go. OKOSAN, 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 OKOSAN. OKOSAN. It smells good. What the hell? Wait, no. What is happening? My heart. Festival OKOSAN's so cute. Crunchy, crunchy. OKOSAN's voice is decided. Yay! Cute, cute, too cute. I'm so glad the drama CDs are gonna be so— Wait, no, this can't be. The drama CDs are not real. Wait, the games aren't real either? OKOSAN is not real? No, no, no. No, darn it. I'm quitting. I'm quitting reality. Wait, he's looking at me? OKOSAN, in my monitor, is looking at me? He's looking at me. He's looking at me. The OKOSAN on the blog is looking at me. He's talking to me in the game. Thank put I. I'm glad I'm still here. Yay. I have OKOSAN. I did it. I did it, Louise. Could that be done alone? Ah, the drama CD. Angel, Ryota, Sakia, Yuya. Deliver my love to OKOSAN. Deliver it to him at St. Pigeonations. Ha, felt like I was gonna suffocate reading that. It has been delivered. Your love has been delivered. Will you accompany OKOSAN on a journey? True pudding awaits. I think he understands. That's good. On that note, the last letter is for San as well. From one Ori. I love OKOSAN too much and my heart is turning into a Hato heart. Is it easy to keep doves at home? I want an OKOSAN all of my own, to stroke gently around and around. My goal is to have him ride on my shoulder. I know it isn't a casual decision, but do you think I could do that? No one around here has kept doves for some decades. The pet shop does not sell them either. Where did OKOSAN come from? It is a mystery. Would you terribly mind telling me? I think I should start by talking about San's actor. This will get a bit meta. San is modeled off a dove named OKOSAN kept by the creator. Of course, his portrait is a picture of the bird himself. In reality, he isn't interested in pudding at all. Please don't try to feed a dove pudding. Doves aren't particularly hard to care for. Anyone who's kept a budgie or sparrow or anything should find it pretty easy. A racing bird would be a little more difficult, but for a fantail or like the fairly small cage is fine. A rabbit cage works very well. However, doves aren't very common pets, so there aren't many veterinarians who know how to treat them. Doves are usually very healthy and rarely get sick, but you might want to make sure there's a clinic nearby which will receive them just in case. They're not common in general pet stores, but there's usually a section for doves in places that specialize in birds. Have a look around. Good luck, Miss Ori. I hope you can have a wonderful birdie life. That's all for today. Well, watch one of the radio episodes. That's all for today. Thank you all for sending us letters. That's so cute. I want to do another. The how and why of St. Pigeonations question box. Hello, everybody. This is Kawara Ryota from Class 2-3. It's time for the second round of the question corner. Independent programs like this don't have to worry about viewer numbers, so we can take it easy. It's very relaxing. Aren't you feeling relaxed? Anyway, this episode will be mostly spoiler-free as well. Spoilers for the BBL will probably start showing up in the second half, I think. At any rate, everyone can listen to this without worrying. Let's start looking at letters. This time there are 3 for me. First off, one from an anonymous individual. You look very good in girls' clothes, but how do you feel about cross-dressing? Is getting paid just an excuse? How do I feel? I'm not sure. I only cross-dress at work, after all. It would be sort of like if I worked at a convenience store and put some sort of emotional weight into the act of wearing the apron or something. It would be very strange. And as for it being an excuse, well, that seems odd too. It's just a normal part of life to me. On to the second letter. This is from one Areko. I want to have Colleen be my personal maid. There's a time limit, but you can ask for me anytime you're at the cafe. I'll be waiting. And now the third, from Colleen Sexual. I wonder if that's the person who comes by every Friday.
To Colleen, you're always so cute. What kind of clothes do you like? You can tell me, right? I'd like to see you in more than maid and Miko clothes, too. Like maybe a sailor uniform, haha.
Come again soon, master. I don't usually do this outside of the cafe, but I had them get me a sailor uniform for this, so I'll be back in a minute. Oh my god. I tried making bento. Will you eat with me? This is the first time I've worn a sailor uniform, actually. It's a little drafty for this time of year. The next one is for Dr. Iwamine. Let's see if I can get him in here. What is it? Another stomach ache? Was last time's dose not enough? I do have something a little more powerful. With a 42% chance of painful death as a side effect, that is. What? It's too much of a mortality rate. I'm not in enough of a hurry to play Russian roulette, you know. And don't go changing the background music like that. This is the question corner, Doctor. There's a letter for you and me. May I read it to you? What foolishness is. Very well. We shall discuss the compensation later, of course. I probably don't want to know what you'll ask for. But thank you. It's from someone named Yuya. It was sent on December 6th. Ryota's birthday is the 3rd, right? Happy birthday. And the doctor is on the 12th, so happy birthday to him, too. Thank you, Yuya. This person seems quite well informed. May I ask you a favor? My birthday is the 7th. Could you celebrate for me? Just one congratulation from you would be better than Christmas and New Year's cards combined. Another December child! Happy birthday, Yuya. Should say something too, Doctor. Why? It is merely another year in their life. What reason is there to celebrate? Not that I had expected much from you anyway. I'm sorry, Yuya. I'll congratulate you for the doctor as well. Happy birthday! Merry Christmas! I feel like something else just got slipped in there. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope you have a good year. If perhaps you have a change of heart and decide you would like to have your limbs and organs replaced, do let me know. Ho 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 ho. Don't even joke about that sort of thing, Doctor. Seeing as the doctor is here, I'll read a few more of these. This one's a question for the doctor from Just Pudding. Do you have a CCOM alarm in the infirmary? Do you, Doctor? No, I do not make a habit of relying on such establishments. I simply do not leave anything in there which could be troubling to have stolen. Use Gull Guard, easy and safe. I think not, Mr. Gull Guard. The doctor doesn't seem interested. And that's where I hide. Pardon me, then. Please do call if you change your mind. Ah, he left his business card even though we didn't ask for it. I don't have any use for it. What about you, Doctor? Likewise. Yeah, really. Time for the last one. This is from One Helplessly in Love. I'm helplessly in love with round, adorable chukar partridges. Do all chukars have the doctor's suspiciously fluffy face? What do you think, Doctor? A foolish question. I was visiting a town for the first time. The first man I met had a round face. Does everyone in that town have a round face? Or something like that. It's from someone outside the school, so maybe you could answer less aggressively? Aggressive? Whatever do you mean? I believe I answered in a clear and concise fashion. There is no species of bird without individual differences. This is hard. I suppose the doctor is right. There are differences between individuals. Maybe the best way to see it would be to go to the avian zoo in Kakegawa or Kobe. Chukar partridges' eyes aren't completely round, so they do look a little bit lethargic, or maybe suspicious. Also, when they hold their heads out, their necks are surprisingly thin. They can also look very vulnerable when they're taking dust baths, too. Do you take dust baths, Doctor? What a quaint suggestion. Dust bathing is a behavior which arose as a way of removing parasites from the body. Our lifestyles have progressed such that we no longer come into contact with parasites, and so it is no longer needed. You must do it every once in a while, then. A defenseless, dust-bathing Dr. Iwamine, a fascinating idea, if only because of how hard it is to imagine. I think I'd like to see it. Curiosity killed the cat. Yes, yes, I know. Is that enough? I believe the material from last night's experiment will be ready soon, and I would very much like to go home. Yes, we're done. Sorry for holding you up. Thank you. Why is every birdie so uncooperative? I hope I can have someone who will play along next time. Then again, there are so many letters for the doctor. I'll have to bring him back at some point. Maybe next time I should get him a present or something to butter him up beforehand. That's all, folks. Thank you for all the letters. Amazing. I think maybe one more, because then that says spoilers ahead, and I think it said mainline game, but I don't want to risk it. So I think I'll do the special talk show, and then here's my plan. Do the special talk show part 3, save the rest for later. Then I'll do the second episode, get everything for that, and then that's where I'll cut it off, because since there's 4, like, total episodes in the game, then I can save the last 3 little radio show ones for part 2, as well as the other 2 episodes in the game. I think that's going to be a good way to do it. So, let's do this. Welcome to the Nishikikuji? Nishikikuji, I think? Special talk show. Good evening, folks. I'm the grand artist who has offered his life, his very soul, up to the imagination. Nishikikuji Tori. That's such a hard name. Welcome to our special time, which you shall spend with me. I don't imagine there are many listeners who don't already know it by heart, but allow me to give a brief introduction of my glorious, exemplary career so far. Once I was the ace of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division of the Hawk Party Research Organization, and now I am a manager at the Crow Party, and also a chief editor of the popular Golden Weekly magazine. I doubt anyone in the world is as busy as I am. You are all incredibly grateful that I am taking this time out of my schedule to conduct a question and answer session, of course. Oh my god. Please open the door. Bah, it won't open no matter how we push or pull. It must be locked from the inside. What do we do? At this rate, an entire chapter of the radio program is going to be overrun with some unfortunate golden pheasant disaster. You in there, open up this instant. You were bad enough in the Legumantine short. Are you planning on to ruin this too? Do you think an outsider like you will go unpunished for this? We won't stop at charges of trespassing, you hooligan. It is awfully loud out there. Would the peanut gallery mind keeping its fevered gibberings to itself? This racket is in no way beautiful. Let me put on some music. Now then, let us begin my artistic question and answer session. The first is from a young lady by the name of Hitomi is my waifu. When are you gonna discontinue Golden Dove? It's gotten really lame. It just feels like he's run out of ideas with all the new characters he introduces. Hey, what? What is this? Do you know how long Mr. Takakishi Poe labored in obscurity even after he made his debut in high school? Living the ignominious life of a non-serialized author. Even when he could get serialized positions, he was never popular in questionnaires, so he'd always be dropped. You cannot possibly comprehend how he suffered. And then, he came to me, to Golden Weekly. He was the first artist whose serials worked out for me. We've struggled all this way together, like unfortunate twins joined at the hip, and so shamefully forced to run in every 3-legged race ever. Do you have any idea how much sweat, how many tears, how much of his own lifeblood he has poured into Golden Dove? You don't, do you? You know nothing of the joy of a long-running series, you disgusting Philistine. So don't just go talking about discontinuing it. Jeez. Well then. Next one. Things sure seem lively in there. I wish he'd open the door already. On the contrary, he seems to be ignoring us entirely. I can't believe a disgrace like this is allowed on campus. It is most vexing. You two are having trouble. The hero always makes his appearance when every birdie's in a pickle, right? Yuya! No one asked for you to show up. Wait, what are you carrying? He's got a gun! I've got permission to force my way in. Gotta protect the peace and tranquility of the campus, after all. I'm going to break this door down, whether it's locked or not. Get back a little. Oh, shit. The second one is from Testy Robin. I'm tired of the reversible dust jackets. Come up with a more interesting bonus or I'm not buying your magazine anymore. Then don't buy it! Why would we want readers as low-minded as you, anyway? Don't you think something is wrong with this trend among publishers trying to outcompete each other through bonus items? A magazine should be judged by what's inside. That is where the competition lies. Do not be fooled by those frivolities. The real artistry lies sparkling within. That's as far as you go, Tori. Put your wings behind your head. What is a high school student doing with that thing? Didn't you know, mister? It's a must-have item for any fashionable teenage boy. We have you surrounded. Come quietly and don't try anything. Let's make this as nice as possible, shall we? I don't want to have to shoot you. Not very much, anyway. That rifle. I see. So you're with JB. Oh, very well. I shall withdraw for today. But one day this school shall be mine. Darn it, there goes another window. If you're going to go leaping out a window, at least open it first. Anyway, we've secured the broadcast room. We're short on time, so you should probably get started. Right. Thank you, Yuya. But where does he keep getting those things? Now then, let's try this again. The how and why of St. Pigeonations. Here's the question box. I'll be joining in today. This time we've got questions from Westerners. My English isn't very good, so Sakia will be helping out. Already in high school, and you still can't use English? Your future is bleak indeed. I'm not planning to go overseas, so it won't be that bad. I hope. Alright, first question. From one SSFSX17. That sounds more like a password than a handle. What is Hyoko's favorite weapon? The bow, the sword, or the spear? What is Hyoko's favorite weapon? Oh, why is it saying it again? Can you answer that, Kawara? Hyoko's favorite weapon? Well, a few years ago she really liked the bamboo pole, but I think lately she's been using the copper sword more. A copper sword for hunting? Wouldn't it be a bit dull for that? It doesn't cut very well, but she said it doesn't matter because she just bludgeons everything to death anyway. Alright, let's keep going. We're a little short on time thanks to a certain someone. This one's for you, Sakia. It's from Rabbit Doubt. Sakia, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Never. Hey, translate it to English first. Or Japanese, I guess, since this is the English release. I don't actually need you here at all, but if we started cutting whole characters out of scenes just because language barrier jokes don't really work, then things would get pretty confusing pretty quickly, right? Sakia, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Why should I let myself be touched by some common riffraff? That's too bad, Rabbit Doubt. Maybe he'll let you touch them if you become nobility. This one's anonymous. What are your thoughts on Brian Pigeon? Do you consider his blog to be quality literature? On second thoughts, maybe it would be okay if you didn't bother repeating everything after all. Look here, peasant. You've got one job on this lousy show. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. Is that clear? Okay. Anyway, Brian. Wait, who? Don't you even know that, you ignoramus? He is a great pigeon from the great land of Great Britain, the very first intellectual columbid. Go look up Brian Pigeon online, for the good of us all. Whoa! But this blog is in English. English localization or no, I still can't read it. Of course it's in English. He lives in London. His posts may even count as fine literature. At the very least, they're culturally quite valuable. They will definitely leave a mark on avian history to come. Wow, he must really be important. I'll have to work hard on my English so I can read his blog. Here's the last one. It's anonymous too. It's for San. I love you. OKOSAN loves you too! Sakia, I understood that. Don't act so proud. Well, I guess that's about it for today. Indeed, we shall have to cut this session short. It's almost time for the school to close. Let us make a smooth exit. Yup. Bye-bye, everybody. Alright. I'm just gonna drink some water right quick, and then we'll get to the second episode. You know, I probably should have said this at the very beginning, but if you've made it this far and you have not watched any of my playthrough or like any playthrough or anything of the mainline game, this is going to be incredibly confusing because this is like the sequel spin-off. Maybe go do that. But let's do this. Fallen Chronicles Absolute Zero. The Holy Crusade to which brave warriors flock twice a year. The Crimson Angel of Judeca descends upon the sacred ground. What will he find there? The laurel crown of glory or the thorned circlet of despair? What will the fallen angel find through the guidance of Golden Apostle? Please enter your name. You got it. Okay. Sure is. Again. I've lost again. Why? Why is the beauty of my craft not recognized? Why? His research holds no beauty. Mere reason is not enough. All is meaningless without the sense of an artistic soul. So then, why? Why does this happen? No, if I remain here, my genius will only rot. I cannot allow such a loss to the world. I am done here. I shall find a place where I am valued for what I am. I shall not return here. This affront will not be forgotten. I will have my revenge one day. Consider it punishment for your lack of imagination. Ha 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 ha. Remember then, my name. Unlike you, I have pride in the name I carry. You will not find me using some ridiculous alias. I am Tori. That really hard name that I feel like I can't say right. My hands are too cold to move. This is my last day in the library for the year. Once I've put away the returned books and written down the list of editions, I should be done, but what is with this library? Why can't a big-name school at least shell out for some decent heating? If you have the energy to be shouting at the bookshelves, you should try writing a petition. Oh, sorry. Was I bothering you? Yes. I can't read with you making so much noise next to me. Nothing goes into my head. Please forgive my dreadful sin. Bad language is supposed to have effects on the spiritual world. The cold doesn't bother you, Nageki? It doesn't. I feel fine. I see. Having plumage must really make a difference. Maybe they don't bother with heating because all the birds are fine. I don't think that's the case. So birds are cold in here too, then? Well, there's one freezing to death right over there. What? I follow Nageki's gaze and I see a rather familiar-looking bleeding heart dove freezing to death on the floor. Angel! Are you alive? Speak to me, Angel! Ah, is that you, Edelblau? Where is this? Have I fallen once more into the eternal prison of ice? No, look around yourself. It's just an unreasonably cold library. Do you mean to keep my fallen wings in this world, Edelblau? If you are to walk with me the blood-stained path of conquest, I don't care about that. Why are you on the verge of death in here? The day of judgment draws near. I speak of Ragnarok, Edelblau. He's incomprehensible, as always. The desk he was sitting at is covered in sheets of paper. Oh. Are you drawing manga? Prognostications? I didn't know that was a word. Great prognostications of the future, and epics of heroes long dead. I must complete them and bring them to the battlefield of gods. It is a lonely, lonely battle. Let's see. He's in the manga club, so maybe he's working on a club zine? Even though the festival was ages ago. How admirable. You can do it, Angel. I'm sure you'll make it on time. But it's cold in here. Don't you think you should go home and work on it there? Do you worry for my flesh? Very well. Perhaps now is a time for repose, as you say. Farewell, Edelblau. He happily gathers up his papers and exits the library. He comes in here quite often.
though he would be better off working elsewhere if the cold bothers him so.
He must have some reason. Maybe the atmosphere in here gets him into the perfect mindset for the story he's telling. But bleeding heart doves are from the Philippines, so they don't fare well in the cold. He shouldn't push himself so hard. I think out of, like, all of the, like, actual, like, real-life birds in these games, the bleeding heart doves have got to be my favorite. They're such cool-looking birds. I'm such a bird guy, by the way. Sorry, Magnus lore. I fucking love birds. Owls are my favorite, though. I've always been an owl kid ever since, like, elementary school. I'm an owl person, okay? But birds in general are so fucking cool. I love birds. So, like, looking at pictures of, like, the bleeding heart doves and stuff is like, yeah. Cool bird. So every time he comes on screen, I'm like, yes. Love that guy. But he's not my favorite character. You see the distinction? Okay. Anyways, later that evening. Ah, I'm going numb. I should have bought that blanket robe I've had my eye on when I was in town today. The price will make my purse weep, but this cold makes me weep more. Huh? Someone texted me. It's Ryota. Meet me in town. I wonder what's going on. Doesn't matter. My body is rapidly approaching its crystallization point, so I'll head into town and avail myself of this wearable blanket on my way to meet Ryota. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no. I just got here. Magnus, I know it's cold, but are you sure you want to be walking around in public looking like that?
Huh? But it's a wearable blanket. Wouldn't it be more strange to not wear it?
Well, I guess that's true. If you're okay with it.
Anyway, you wanted to talk to me?
Oh, yes.
Also, I love the drinks. Blue goo. Dry gin. So dry. And then the menu. I love it.
Oh, yes. I wanted to ask you a favor.
You hardly ever ask for my help. I'll do whatever it is with flash and pizzazz. So, what is it?
Do you have plans for the end of the year?
Not really. I've finished cleaning and everything.
Even New Year's Eve?
I was planning to laze around all day, like always.
Would you maybe be willing to be a sales girl for a day? There's no pay, but...
A volunteer sales girl? Is it at the flea market or something?
That's not far off. Do you know about Comiket?
Comiket?
How should I explain it? It's like a flea market, but not. A lot of birds get together and buy and sell manga they've drawn with their friends.
So, sort of like the manga club's booth at the festival?
Yeah, something like that. Just on a much larger scale. I was wondering if you could run a booth for me. Would you like to?
Sure. Sounds like fun. Did you draw something, Ryota?
No. I'm just another sales girl.
What does that mean? So, one of your friends asked you to find someone?
Yeah, Angel.
What? Oh. So that manga he was pouring his lifeblood into in the libraries for this Comiket thing. But why are you asking me? He never mentioned it to me.
I've been a sales girl for one group for the past 3 years, and somehow Angel found out. So...
Textoris Melodia Funeris. The battle of gods. The judgment draws near. My soul has not the strength left to continue on alone. Become my light.
He asked me to help him.
That means I'll be lonely on my own, so come with me?
I think so, yeah. But I'm already helping someone. I can't be in 2 places at once.
So you're asking me?
Yup. What do you say? Want to?
Of course. It could be a good learning experience.
A learning experience? Well, you certainly see some things you wouldn't anywhere else.
It is Ragnarok, after all.
I think any name Angel comes up with is going to be confusing, but... it does look like a battle to end all battles at times.
I'll need a weapon, right? Just tell me what to bring. Will I want something with range? Or will I be up close?
Don't take it that literally. I just meant there can be a lot of really impatient birds with no social skills. It can be confusing at first, so you should probably do some research ahead of time. If you search around, you'll find plenty of guides for first-timers. Comiket lasts 3 days, and I think Angel's on the 3rd day. The last day is always the worst, so make sure you're ready.
Okay, I'll study hard. A sales girl at Comiket. I have no idea what this will entail. But from what Ryota said, it may as well be hell on this earth. Wahaha, my blood thirsts for combat. Time to go home and scour the internet for Comiket tutorials. Oh, cute. I love it. Today's the 31st. I am up at dawn so that I may meet the the brave angel who throws himself into the fray of the holy war. Oh my god. Wow, what a crowd! Is everybody here going to Comiket? Correct, Edo Blau. Oh, Angel. See you, Edo Blau. The holy land of the chosen, the abyss of madness. Tokyo Big Sight. So that's the big site? It's an even more bizarre building than my investigations had led me to believe. Let's go inside, Angel. It's cold out here. Be not in haste, Edo Blau. The time is not yet come. Wait for the nightmare sage who shall guide us. Who? Where? Does he have a second helper? Good morning. Chilly out, isn't it? Who is it? Mr. Nanaki! We have awaited you, Sage of Nightmares. Well, why are you here, sir? The manga club's advisor asked me to look after Higure. So you're standing in? I suppose he's busy with winter cleaning and everything. No. The advisor is here too. He's here, but he wants you to be Angel's chaperone? Yes, that's right. Apparently he's busy. He said he's helping in a company booth. A company booth? I feel like the internet said those can end up swamped from the start of the convention until closing time. Each bird must do battle with himself in this holy land. I do not blame him. How mature of you? Looks like I'll be selling Angel's manga with Master Nanaki all day. Better do my best. It was pretty crowded outside, but if anything, it's even worse in here. I'm a little worried that somebody's tender foot or wing bone might get broken with this many birds crowded together. What kind of manga did you draw, Angel? The Tales of the Dark Angel. Dark Angel story. The Forbidden Epic Saga. Ah, sounds pretty goth. I love it. Yes, that's nice. Very like you. I studied a lot to prepare for today. I'll show these idolaters my super sales girl moves. Let us ride to battle side by side, Edo Blau, as dictated by the contract of old. What? Is nobody coming? What should I do? Time is passing worryingly by. The epic poem of the Dark Angel is stacked on the table exactly as we placed it when we set up. Angel? Should I maybe use my voice a little? Like they do in markets? It is well, Edo Blau. Needless efforts will only raise more barriers before us. Okay. It's rather chilly in here. Why don't I get us something warm? Oh, yes, please. What kind of expression should I have right now? A sea of birds floats by on clicking feet. The far wall is lined with enormous queues. Those must be for the big circles. Some of them have even started packing up. Have they sold out already? Just how many books were in those stacked up boxes? It's like looking into another world. Magnus. Oh my god, the outfit. Pretty core? You know Pretty Core too? Yes, I do. Hatokatch Pretty Core. It's the one that's on Sunday mornings, right? Ah, you're so cute. Hey, can you do that thing? That signature line? It's embarrassing. Just once. I just want to see it once. Okay. Oh god.
A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Coeur gray.
Yes, yes! That's so cute. Just like in the anime.
I'm just wearing it because I was helping out today.
Do salesgirls cosplay?
Sometimes. Not every birdie does, but they always tell me to make sure I come in costume. The circle I'm with just sold out. We're cleaning up now, so I'd better go back and help. Good luck, Magnus.
Coeur Gray, Ryota, strides gallantly off with some sales slips and duct tape. The aura of an old veteran hangs about his shoulders. I've never seen Ryota looking so competent. It's almost closing time. Oh no. Angel remains silent, looking mildly tortured. I didn't realize salesgirls were supposed to cosplay, Angel. Next time I'll pour my tribal blood into a costume. Do not blame yourself, Edelblau. The sin is mine alone. Don't say that. You did your best, Angel. An unirascible sin. Unirascible? Sorry. I'm carved with my black past. That is my punishment. The unescapable cross I must... Excuse me, which of you is representing the circle? What's this dude? A rather gaudily upholstered bird appears before us. Wow, colorful. He's a golden pheasant. A phasianid? Like the doctor and myself, you know. I'd never have thought something with such extreme plumage was related to them. I am sovereign of this domain. And you are... Ah, it's you. I thought as much. Your bearing, your countenance, so artistic. I can feel your aura, so unlike any other here. He certainly is unlike any other, yes. Forgive me, I haven't introduced myself. Mr. Bishikikoji Toshiki? Tori. Not, I might add, a pen name. It has been mine since hatching. I am rather proud of it. It is a good name, yes? And the next time you get it wrong, I will make you wish you had never crawled your miserable way into this world. Damn. Oh dear me, what am I saying? Please, pay it no mind. Golden Weekly. That's the new splash hit magazine. So you know of it. I am flattered. I am the editor-in-chief, and I am looking for new talent. I noticed you from far away. Ah, your unparalleled artistry. Your vast imagination. Yes, these are the attributes of one who will change the world. Golden-winged messenger, could you be the one written of in the crimson tome of augury? Precisely. I'm here to aid you. There is yet much talent that sleeps within you. Is it not so? A great power locked within. Yes, exactly. I'm here to tell you that I can help you wake your powers. My firm's location is shown on the back of this card. Please, come talk to me in the new year, Angel, sir. I thank you, golden-winged messenger. Let us enter a pact of blood. Wow, Angel looks so happy. He's grinning. I guess he has a pretty worldly side to him, too. I imagine a world painted with your ability. Ha! How I long to see it. I shall take my leave now. I pray your new year will be abundant with artistry. The golden pheasant walks smartly off through the crowd. What impressive coloration. I'm just gonna say Tori. Mr. Tori was a very strange fellow, wasn't he? Tori October. It's a confusing name. You're so sharp you'll cut yourself one of these days, Mr. Nanaki. Then again, Mr. Nanaki looks Angel up and down, then tilts his head, staring off after the golden pheasant. I don't know very much about manga, but... maybe I'm worrying too much. Looks like he wants to say something, but falls silent. I'm a little worried too. But I can't say anything in front of Angel like this. Didn't someone once say that a serpent speaks with a silver tongue? And Mr. Tori was very suspicious. I hope he was just a normal editor here to scout talent. Angel. None of us mentioned your name to him, did we? Ooh. The mysterious pheasant in the convention hall crowd. Who is he, really? So they left the Holy Land, Angel full of zeal, Kazuaki and Magnus full of doubt. These blurry photos are so good. The first day of school in autumn is always a little slow, but the first day after winter break is painful in its own special way. I don't like winter mornings, but being with every birdie is fun, so there's nothing really wrong with school itself. Huh? Isn't that... Good morning. Oh, sorry, that's not him. Good morning, Angel. Is it you, Edoblau? You're here on honor student time. Do you go to bed early? The twilight invades my crimson breast. I cannot expose my flesh to it for long. That means you go to bed early, right? When do you usually sleep? Before the blue-tinted moon leads its ghouls through the night. 10 p.m. That's early. That's really early. I am bound to meet the golden-winged messenger on this day. He wishes to gather from me the Vorpal souls. Vorpal souls? That's a new one. It would take him a while to explain if I asked, so I think I'll leave it alone. That's the Golden Weekly thing, right? So you're going to meet with Mr. Tori? It is so. And I shall gain new powers. Mr. Tori. A mysterious golden pheasant who appeared before us on the holy battlefield on New Year's Eve. Is he really trustworthy? He seemed highly suspicious. Aren't you nervous, Angel? Could I go with you? Be at ease, Edoblau. Some battles must be fought alone. This is a trial that those born under the demonic scarlet eye cannot escape. Is that so? Well, if you say so, let me know if I can help you. Angel marches triumphantly into his classroom. I bet his bag is full of manga manuscripts. Now that I think about it, he's going to show his work to an editor. It would be a little odd for a classmate to tag along. I am worried about Mr. Tori, but it looks like he's the editor of a real magazine. I can sit this one out. Some days later. I was thinking of eating in the cafeteria today, like you always do. Want to go together? I'd love to. OKOSAN's stomach calls for food! Let's go, let's go! Wanna come with us, Sakuya? Do you tell me to sit at the same table as commoners? Today's when the second winter menu goes up, and the mixed bean sukiyaki udon is really good. It is superb, and available only for a few weeks. You can't possibly attend St. Pigeonations and never have the sukiyaki udon. Is it truly a food for such great prestige? Yes, and who doesn't think noble when they hear sukiyaki? Noble means sukiyaki, sukiyaki means noble. So it is a high-class dish here in Japan. I suppose if all this is so, there cannot be much harm in trying it. Yay! Let's hurry before they're out. Is sukiyaki really something aristocrats used to eat? Probably not. Yum! The mixed bean sukiyaki udon here is the best. Here, let me give you some of the meat from mine, if you want it. Are you sure? If I eat all of it, I'll feel sick later. Oh, right. In that case, you can have some of my beans. Here. So, this is sukiyaki. I wonder at the undignified flavor, but it is not bad. Crunch, crunch. It's good! San, be careful. If you keep swallowing them whole like that, you'll choke. It would be kind of odd to ask for it in summer, but it is a little lonely only being able to eat it in January. Maybe the fact that it's seasonal makes us think it tastes better than it really does. That was good. Huh? A familiar figure appears by the tableware return area. The famous eccentric Filipino banana boy. Angel! I don't usually see you here. Oh, it's you, Edoblau. His reply comes somewhat slowly. Are you okay? You don't seem as energetic as usual. Oh, don't tell me Mr. Tori said something nasty to you. It's okay. Don't worry, Angel. You're still in high school. If you keep working like you have been, you'll be a pro in no time, and that'll show him. Do not be anxious, Ethelblau. The golden-winged messenger shall guide me on the path to glory. The stars travel the paths they must. He walks away, grinning happily. I'm glad things went well with Mr. Tori, but... He looked a little pale, didn't he? So you think so too. And I've never seen him acting that tired. Me neither. Unlike me, Ryota is attentive and careful. If he sees it too, it can't just be my imagination. Maybe he's been staying up late working on the next issue. 1 week later. Wow. What an oversleeping. Wow. I'm late for the Sunday morning program. At least I can catch the second half of Pretty Cool. Pretty Cool. Open my Hato. Oh, it's so cute. A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Cool gray. Single flower swaying in the exhaust fumes. Cool light gray. A single flower shredded by the BB gun's rage. Cool dark gray. Hato catch, pretty cool. Ooh, so cute, so cute. It's always good once all three of them are in the fight. And the transformation scenes are so pretty. That was fun. So much fun I almost forgot that today's a makeup day. I'm awake and alive now, so it's time to go to school like a good girl. Huh? A rather familiar looking bird has collapsed at the foot of the stairs. Angel? Are you okay? Did you slip? Are you a dojiku now? I don't know what that is. Edel Blau. Are you alright? Did you sprain your ankle? Ah. Blood. My crimson breast. It craves blood. Be silent. Is he anemic? he's talking about craving blood. He's anemic? Angel, you're white as a sheet. Let's go to the infirmary. Like the doctor's really gonna help. Angel has fainted completely by the time we arrive. He usually starts ranting about demon spores or something if he gets too close to the infirmary, so maybe it's better that he's out for now. So I brought him here. Is the doctor gone? Yes, he's overseas for a week doing research. And I'm watching the shop while he's out. Merry Christmas! The boys seem a little sluggish today. January's almost over after all. I think they start winding down pretty soon after Christmas. Merry Christmas. Actually, are they boys? I hadn't really wondered about their gender before. Just what are they? Could you take a look at Angel then? Isn't this just low blood pressure? It does look that way. Which isn't to say it couldn't be dangerous. Let's let him rest for a while. Thank you for bringing him here, mon ami. I'll be here when he wakes up. Thank you, Yuya. He's been going to see that magazine editor all month. He said he was going for ordeals to show the way in times that must come, deciding on a pen name. But why is he so weak all of a sudden? I'm really worried. Maybe I'll talk to Mr. Nanaki about it. That is a little worrying. I know he's busy working on manuscripts, but I feel like it's still strange for him to be so weak. He was really energetic even when things were hectic before the convention. I can't believe that he'd get so drained so easily. So, school does encourage this school does encourage independence in students. And I don't like to interfere with someone who's working hard on something, but what did you think of that golden pheasant, October? Mr. Tori? Mr. Tori, yes. He even remembers his name! Amazing! I only met him the once, at the snowbound battlefield. But my tribal instincts are telling me he's too dangerous to let out of sight. Yes. My quail instincts are telling me the same thing. Do you think you could go with Higure next time he goes to the company, October? I suggested that to Angel, but he said it was something he had to face alone. But I can't just leave this as it stands. I'll go undercover and tail him. Just like in a detective movie. Let me know if anything... See? It's been so long! Oh, my phone thought I was calling Siri. No, thank you. By my title as the Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau, I shall courageously tail Angel into the Golden Weekly headquarters and conduct investigations of the most covert nature. The building is right across from here, so there's no way I'll miss him as he's going in. Oh, there he is! Angel enters the building, a massive manila envelope under his wing. Is that full of comic pages? Time to go in after him. This building is actually the secret base of an evil organization. Is what I would say if it were. However, it looks perfectly normal. Oh my god, dude. The dialogue in this game, the writing is so fucking good. There are a few birds walking around inside, but nothing suspicious. I can't imagine Mr. Tori fitting into such a completely ordinary-looking company, really. Never mind a sore thumb, he must stick out like a thumb that's been nearly lost in a freak machining accident and is now attached through elaborate bandaging in a last-ditch effort to save it. Yep, he stands out. Hello, I'm so glad you could make it today. I've been waiting for you. Indeed, it is time for us to carve out a new creation under the auspices of the Spirit of Reason. Golden-winged messenger. Yes, yes. Of course. Let us engage in creative acts fueled by the finest substances of our imagination. I've secured a special room for our meeting today as well. This way, if you please. The incredibly conspicuous golden pheasant and the similarly conspicuous bleeding heart dove disappear into a door at the end of the excessively ordinary hallway. Their conversation just now didn't sound at all suspicious, but my danger sense is tingling. After them. This is the room. Huh? There's a light on above the door. It says... operating. This is a publisher's office, right? Not a hospital? What? What? No one answers me. In any case, Angel's in danger. Enough sneaking, it's time for actions. Loud ones. Coming through. In the very unmeeting room-like room are Angel, unconscious, and... what is it now? The operation is in progress. Didn't you see the sign outside? The flashy pheasant drawing blood from him. What are you doing? You're not drawing any manga at all. All you're just drawing is blood. We are in the midst of a grand creative act. A beautiful artwork, fashioned of his blood and mine. Saying creepy stuff like that while draining away some birdie's lifeblood is an awful lot like a certain fluffy heretic. Release him, now, or I'll take him here by force. Oh my, how gallant. Would you be his sweetheart then? No. We two are linked by the karma of our previous lives, a disaster of the soul. I see your worldview is every bit as unique as his. Birds of a feather, eh? I had thought your face was similar. We have met before, yes? So, you'll be taking him home then? And if I were to say no? Think I can't do anything just because I'm a human girl, do you? Plenty of people have regretted that before you. Take this. I feel like this might be a save point. Let me save. Because I can't save, like, during a choice, which is super annoying, but... okay. Acrobatic Starlight Kick! Okay, maybe not, but better safe than sorry. Oh my, isn't that dangerous? You've knocked a hole in the floor, young lady. I rather think a direct hint might leave my beautiful plumage disgracefully singed. He dodged it? He's in better shape than the aforementioned fluffy heretic. I feel no artistry in you, but your physical ability holds value. It is beautiful. Thus the flamboyant heretic happily praises me. Oh, stop, I'll blush. Wait, no! I am Magnus of St. Pigeonations. I will defeat you and bring my classmate back with me. Haha, gallant indeed. Prepare yourself for the end, Mr. Tori. Did you just call me... Bishikikoji? I don't know. Did I? Maybe I did. Jeez, between you and Mr. Nanaki, a girl just can't get away with a little slip of the tongue around here. And I believe this is the second time you've done so, is it not? Mr. Tori, wait, no, I mean, Mr. Tori's cheerful tone of voice is suddenly gone, his words now barely audible. This must be what they call the calm before the storm. You are still a child, so perhaps you do not know. Do you understand what a serious offense it is to misspeak someone's name? Particularly my name. My name is special, because I am special. It is the only name of its kind. Nishikikoji Tori. This is the worst affront imaginable. Did I not tell you how it would make you wish you had never crawled your miserable way into this world if you misspoke it again? A flash fills the room as he shouts. What? What's happening? Oh my god. Whoa, the room's all messed up. What did he do that for? Good thing I got Angel and got out of the way. I could have been vaporized. Thunder? That can't be it. Some sort of laser weapon? I would rather you did not think of it as some lowly laser beam. Masterpiece X768 Optical Ordnance Imaginal Ray. It is the ultimate weapon, utilizing young Higure's unique physical properties. Is it not beautiful? Angel's physical properties? You must be talking about that. That thing where he draws other people into his fantasies when he gets excited. Oh! There are two birds attached to the laser. What is this? This must violate some sort of basic avian right. I suppose this is the Ray's first introduction. Very well, I shall explain. The pheasant inflates his chest and begins his lecture. He was angry up until a minute ago, but now that he's talking about his creation, he seems pretty happy. Is his personality that simple? The factor behind Higure's ability to draw those around him into mass hallucinations is abundant in his blood. In other words, with his blood, anyone can have the same power. And so, it came to me to try intensifying an already powerful fantasy, and converting it into energy for a weapon most doomous. Why am I shivering? What people on this earth have the least love for the world, and live for their fantasies the most? Where could I find them? My research was long and arduous, but then I found the answer. The very best candidates were at Tokyo Big Sight. So he's just saying a bunch of delusional people. Incredible. That's too cruel. How could you use a couple of harmless otaku as weapons to hurt others? Cruel? Whatever do you mean? Inconceivable. It cannot be. How could they not rejoice at becoming a part of my beautiful creation? They are like confused paints, to which I have added scheme, sense, artistry. Is it not wonderful? Pretty core so moe. Pretty core like gray so moe. That sounds like disgusting paint. Wait, I think this is the first time I've seen otaku who say moe in real life. This weapon is useless. What good is it going to do now? We're not at war. Release those otaku! Useless? Oh no. It has a purpose. A very important one. I'm going to use this weapon to destroy your school. What? More specifically, what lies beneath your school. And one bird there in particular. Wait, what did we do? Is this revenge for your dead parents? No, though it is revenge. For me. Or perhaps I should call it a settlement. So it's a personal grudge then, is that it? I don't know what's going on, but I can't just stand by now that I've heard this. I'll stop you here and now. I'd like to see you try. Ah, I can't get close. Otaku truly have amazing imaginations. I can see no limits to their use. Gah! I can't fight very well while carrying Angel either. I think I might have to pull out for now. I will stop you, Mr. Tori. I will. Ha! Please do try. I hope you can come up with something by tomorrow. I've already gotten all the blood I need from Higure. None can stand in the path of my artistry now. And so I recovered Angel and fled from the Golden Weekly headquarters. Crazy dream, huh? It was a dream? Nope. Just kidding. It remains a troubling reality.
Jeez, don't confuse me like that.
Looks like this is more serious than we thought.
I don't think any birdie would have expected to find an operation room in a giant laser in a publisher's building. I'm just glad you and Angel are okay, Magnus.
Forgive me. To think that my cursed blood now powers the light of dark judgment. Why would you be donating blood at a publisher's anyway? Did you notice that was happening, Angel? No. My consciousness wandered into the great void. In other words, he'd go into a meeting, be stunned, have blood taken, and then go home feeling dazed and anemic. That's too much. How did you not notice? He's a little empty-headed, but we love him for that. Mr. Tori said I would have to come up with something by tomorrow. I think that's when he's planning to attack. The laser at the office blasted through the floor. It was about as powerful as my Starlight Kick. He probably has a more powerful version prepared if he's hoping to destroy the school. That seems likely.
I tried calling the police, but they wouldn't take me seriously at all.
Calling up and saying, "Excuse me, officer, but there's a comic book editor and he wants to blow up my school with a giant laser," probably wouldn't get more than an immediate disconnection. I guess we'll have to defend the school ourselves. Looks like it. Let's have some tea and think about it. I think I'll have some peach tea. I would like melon soda. Oh, that sounds so good right now. I would like the pulsating blood blessed by earth and sky. Blood orange juice. Delicious.
You three are awfully relaxed.
Who is Mr. Tori trying to get revenge on anyway? Since he's targeting the school, it must be a student or a teacher here, but... Oh, who else would it be? Besides the doctor. So you got another proposal accepted, huh? The second division sure is impressive. Also, Ryuji. That's the name that was on the, like, little bands on the little Merry Christmas doves. Oh, naturally. We are talking about me here, after all. I feel terrible for all those biologists here, having to work under an empty-headed bird like you. I can't see any reason why the biologists here would need pity from you. What's that? Who is he? One of yours? Oh, this is the first time you two have met. This is our newest friend, Issa Soma. Come on, Issa, say hello to Tori. I am Issa. A useless leader, and researchers who don't even know how to greet their betters. The future of the biology division is the bleakest thing I've ever seen. What are you talking about? Issa's great. He'll probably be the department head someday. I bet you two will get along just fine. Again? My results cannot be inferior to his. This is a dream. Just a bad dream. Issa Soma. I can never claim the spotlight as long as he is here. But I must be the best. I've already decided I must. I was worried about that feral, but he was no trouble. Our spheres of research never overlapped. Nothing good has come of Issa's taking over the division. My beautiful, glorious second optical weapons division. How can its name be so trod into the ground? Issa's origins are a mystery. Something is definitely not right here. The value they place in him must be mistaken. Only his proposals ever get accepted. My talents will rot in his shadow. This tragedy reeks of deceit and intrigue. I have no wish for depravity and decay. I shall gladly leave. The next day. Today is Mr. Tori's silly destroy Saint Pigeonations with a giant laser day. We have to protect our school. Oh, it's Yuya. Salutations, mon ami. This is Sakazaki. I'm in front of the Golden Weekly HQ. Oh. Report situation. Everything's as you predicted. There's a giant laser inside the building. It's installed on the roof, and I think they're adjusting the aim. Take a look with a telescope. They're preparing already? Where'd I put the telescope? Failure to act with speed in such a situation is... Here, use this. Thank you. You're always so well prepared, Sakuya. Let's see, the building should be over... What? It's huge! It appears to be charging up. What is wrong with Japan's public security forces? Why is he able to have a weapon like that? My thoughts exactly. Given the size... I knew it! Oh my god! He's got even more otaku hooked up than the two I saw yesterday. This is too much. If he turns the fantasies and delusions of that many otaku into power for a weapon, it might just be unstoppable. I'm jamming with the music, though. We could be obliterated at any moment. What are situations like this called again? Attention or die? Emergencies? Yes, those. Can't you even remember basic English terminology? Humans, I swear. Anyway, we need to prepare. Aren't you on defense? Leave observation to me and return to your station. Yes, sir. That's right, I have the extremely important job of defending from whatever attack comes our way. This is a real battle. If we fail, the school burns. My blood is boiling already. Ah, October. We were waiting for you. Hurry, we need to get ready. Sorry to keep you waiting. The hour of judgment draws near. We must disrupt the light of dark judgment with arcane waves. Angel, Ryota, Mr. Nanaki, and I are on defense. Time for Operation Pretty Core Shield. Fight fire with fire, and hallucinogenic Filipino dove powers with hallucinogenic Filipino dove powers. If Mr. Tori can power his weapon with Angel's abilities, we can fight him off with those same abilities. If we try hard enough and believe in each other, Angel's powers can make us all into magical girls. Ryota is core gray. Mr. Nanaki is core light gray. And I'm core dark gray. And Angel is the fairy who granted the pretty core girls their mighty powers. Haricot. Or Haricot? I don't know. With the four of us together, we can raise a pretty core barrier to protect the school from Mr. Oh my god. Nishikikoji's nefarious plans. Are we really going to save a school with a joke like this? This isn't a joke. This is pretty core. I'm not sure, October. Would a pretty core shout like that? I shall invoke the defensive right of old, shining pretty core field. Angel's giving it his all. We just have to believe in each other, okay? We can do this. Ah, an excellent day. Hardly a cloud obscures Japan's lovely face, and every corner and recess of Little Dove City is laid bare before me. The ghosts of the past, which have pained me these long years. That damnable partridge was always in my way, and the institution which let my genius wither. It is time to say farewell to them all. I shall wash them clean away, and then it will be time to step into a brand new world of imagination. As the sun rises above, anew. Chief Editor, sir, should we set the deadline for this year's new Face Award to the end of March, like last year? Oh, yes. Also, we've got Takakishi Po doing the announcement cut, so make sure to follow up with him. Got it. Thanks, sir. Where was I again? Anyway, this is not only revenge, this is a ceremony in which I must undergo to usher in my new self. Tremble, Philistines. Be awed by the artistry of my beautiful creation. I'll expect an apology in the next world, Isa Soma! It's starting! Come on, Angel! Light of magic and hope that twists throughout this world, grant the chosen ones the power to defend this land. Pretty core, open my Hato.
A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Core gray.
A single flower swaying in the exhaust fumes. Core light gray. A single flower. Oh, this might be a time. Hold on. I'm gonna save it in one. Oh, thank God, I was right. Yes. Because I did see, because I had a walkthrough pulled up, and it said that 2 of these options lead to a bad end, and 1 leads to the good end. So I kind of want to see the, which ending should I do first? Let's do, let's just do the bad ends first for fun. The middle one is correct, so that's the good end. Let's do Vivid in the Gravel Lot. Huh? I don't think that's the right catchphrase, October. Edelblau, we cannot begin the forbidden ritual if you do not entomb the proper aria. I love this so much. Sorry, they only just got to transforming all at once, so I haven't... Yeah. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. Goods, caramel candy, ladder, smart foam, halberd. We died. Alright, let's do the other one. I wonder if it's gonna be different. Brilliant in the dark alley. Huh? Okay, so this stuff is the same. No, it's the same. Okay. I just wanted to double check. Alright, let's do the good end then. Shredded by the BB gun's rage. Core dark gray.
We want to become seniors here and graduate. We won't let you destroy our school.
I just finished grading the proficiency tests, and it was a lot of work. Can you at least wait until after I've returned them? I don't really want to think about how I did on my proficiency tests, so I guess even if the school got destroyed, it wouldn't all be that. You must not let your heart waver, Edelblau. Right. I'm scared about my tests, but it won't be worse than to let the school be blown away. Mr. Tori, your plot ends here. Pretty cool barrier. It's holding. We can do it.
We can save the school.
I see. You recover remarkably quickly, Higure Angel. Or perhaps you remain able to manifest illusions, even when weakened. But did you really think I didn't have a backup plan? Prepare to trigger the fangirls. Something's happening, October. What is it? He's adding power. The second attack will come soon. Tsundere Racing Tough Uke Moe. Semi-pink Pelican Moe. The first wave was just a raging shot. I've got more than just Moe-loving pigeons, after all. I have heard that the fantasies of fangirls far surpass those of any fanboy. Watch and be destroyed. Hurry, we need to block it.
It's too much. Core dark gray.
We do seem to be getting squeezed. So, my evil half truly does have the power to destroy this world? We can't give up. We have to defend the school. We're the only ones who can. Everything's all sparkly. Oh no! Merry Christmas. We can't give up yet. We cannot. We have to help the pretty cores with our miracle pigeon light. Popo. You can do it, pretty cores. Don't give up. You can do it. You are pretty core.
I can hear everyone cheering us on. Pretty cores are warriors of love. Their kindness makes us stronger.
It's very reassuring, isn't it? You still resist. Pitiful. Allow me to end it for you. Remove all limiters. Output to maximum.
He's tsundere and noble, so he must be the Uke. You dumb newbie. Every birdie knows Racing Dove X Tree Sparrow is practically canon. But butlers are so hot. Blackwing Still X Pink Pelican is the best.
What is this? Why is the energy converter becoming so unstable? Your time of judgment has come. You who would have used the blood of the Crimson Angel of Judecca to sate your greed. Golden-winged messenger. Pure spirits of light, gather and strike his golden hue. Shining pretty core burst. We did it, Angel. We deflected the Otaku laser. Look, the Golden Weekly building is practically destroyed. Yes, that abominable evil has been checked. They probably won't be back in business for a little while.
I wasn't sure we could do it. I was so glad the school's okay.
This was my sin. I should have realized sooner that he meant to harvest my blood for evil. Forgive me. Don't worry about it, Angel. All's well that ends well.
It was Mr. Tori's fault anyway. It's wrong for an adult to go around tricking high school students like that.
Correct. Try not to get tricked by any more bad grown-ups, okay? Dude, maybe don't blame the minor. Yes, I shall carve this lesson into my crimson chest, Sage of Nightmares. I did not account for this in my calculations. My creation was perfect. It was the materials that failed me. Those fangirls' fantasies were dreadful. No one told me their energies would be so unharmonious. It wouldn't have broken down if it weren't for those fangirls. Oh well. No doubt he saw the power of my artistry. This was the declaration of war. Golden Weekly Chief Editor Tori speaking. Ah, Mr. Tori. This was very childish and irresponsible of you. Understand? I want you to think about what you've done. Shut up. This isn't over yet. How did I get his number? Wow, even his closing line sounded like something a movie villain would say after his evil organization is destroyed and he has no chance of winning. When did you get him to give you his number? Yeah. Anyway, it looks like he'll probably retreat for now. Hopefully we won't see him again anytime soon. I guess this means your manga is back to square one, Angel. But don't worry, I know you can do it. Be not afraid, Edelblau. The star that shines within my soul has not yet lost its luster. You always try your best, so I'm sure you'll debut someday. And I'll be there when you do. Now then. Salutations, mon ami. Good work. Yuya, how do things look over there? I hope no one's killed. Don't worry, the building is badly damaged, but we've already extracted everyone who was kidnapped from the big site. We've got it from here. Good work. Thanks, Yuya. So even that mongrel can make himself useful once in a while. He still has all sorts of shady connections, so he's really nice to have around in situations like this. Looks like everything's settled. Actually, who was Mr. Tori trying to get revenge on? Maybe I'll call him up and ask later. Achoo. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's like when someone sneezes, it means someone's like talking about them. Oh dear. Am I letting myself catch cold? Perhaps I should have brought an extra sweater. There we go. Fallen Chronicles, Absolute Zero. Get to the end of the second episode. So good. I love Hatoful Boyfriend, dude. It's so much reading, so like, yeah, just doing 2 episodes is enough for me right now. I'm just like, it's so much talking. But does not mean I'm not enjoying myself. I love these games. They're always so ridiculously funny. I think out of the 2 episodes so far, the first one is still my favorite. It was way funnier to me. Like the weird little dove twins stealing, like they came in with a tank, dude. Oh my god. Can't get any better than that. I'm excited to see what the other 2 episodes are, though. So far, first episode's my favorite. I'm excited to see what the other little, like, radio show stuff says, too. And again, if you somehow are watching this and have not watched my playthrough of the base game, the original Hatoful Boyfriend, or you haven't played it yourself, or you haven't seen anyone else play it or anything, please go do that. You're gonna be a lot less confused. But if you have, then I hope you're enjoying this so far, because I know I am. That's for sure. Ooh, my cat has showed up. Would she like to say hello? Yeah, that's about all you're gonna get for her. Unless you want to be held? Wow, so fun. She loves being held on my shoulder like this, or like a baby. But that was it for today's episode. I'm excited to play the second half. I'm glad it's not like too long, but it's also not too short. It's like its own game in its own right, even though it's basically just like a sequel spin-off. I love it. That's gonna be it for this episode, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. Oh, wait. Gallery? Look at that! The design for the human version! If you didn't, again, if you didn't know, there are, like, human design versions for, like, all of the main characters. And they're all hot. Spoiler. Well, except OKOSAN. He doesn't have a human version. He's just OKOSAN. That's so awesome. Look at that! Oh my god. Okay. That's all of the gallery. Okay, back to my outro. Thank you guys again. If you have any game recommendations for what to play after this, please leave that down in the comments. If you want to follow me on anything else, all of my links and everything are down in the description. I also actually write and voice an audiobook. It's on Spotify, YouTube, literally everything. That's in my links as well. It'll be down in the description if you're interested in fantasy, romantasy, gay stories. The first one's about vampires, okay? If you want to know more, you'll have to go see it. But otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much again. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you watch this whole thing, it would mean a lot to me. Also weird if you haven't subscribed and you watched this whole thing. But regardless, like the video if you liked it, share it with everybody and everybody if you so choose. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.